What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Blind Refs Podcast. My name is Tony. I got Isaac, Nate, Nick, and Brian behind the cameras. It is season 4, episode, what is it, 8?
Yep.
Is it 8 now? 8. As we continue on our top 25 preseason rankings. Last week we did, what did we do? 15 to 11?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's 10 down to 6 this week.
It was 16, wasn't it? No, it was 15.
15,
16
yeah.
to 20, 15 to 11.
Yeah.
You guys are silly.
We are silly. So yeah, we start with 10, counting down to 6, and then top 5 next week. Yeah, that's what we got.
I don't know. Colorado joined the Big 12.
Yeah, I mean, good for them, I guess, with longevity, and hopefully it creates more chaos for Pac-12, that the other schools will finally go wherever they want to go. Hopefully. But like Dan Lanning said, what have they done lately? I mean, to be fair, they really haven't done much. But
I don't know. I mean, no, they haven't, but there's.
I mean, yeah, you add the Denver market, so I guess, or Denver-ish market, I guess. But I don't know if it's gonna do. I mean, it's better for the big Colorado, obviously. I think for the Big 12, it doesn't add too much, other than you're adding more teams and bigger brands. I mean, they do have a bigger brand.
Yeah, I think it
than
adds
those other people, but
for Colorado. At least adds stability for the next 6 to 8 years.
yeah,
For the Big 12, it keeps them relevant for another 6 to 8 years, right? Until everybody's next round of TV contracts expire.
yeah, that's gonna be the wild part. 6 years from now, when all those TV contracts are up, like that's gonna be.
Yeah, because then
chaos.
you see buyouts from the ACC that are worth taking versus what they're not worth taking right now.
Yeah.
So, but at least it creates stability both for the Big 12 conference and then also for Colorado more than anything.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm surprised like Dion hasn't said too much. Granted, I don't really follow what Dion has to say, but
I'm sure.
I'm sure
He'll
they'll get
say
around to
something
it.
soon.
Probably has a press conference probably tomorrow.
It's Dion.
It's time for him to start the season, so he's not going to talk. He's just going to play and do the work now.
September 26th. It's gonna be some fireworks.
Is that at Colorado or Oregon?
I have no idea.
No, I think it's home for Oregon.
Oregon. Brian probably would have went if it was in Boulder.
Yeah, it was in Colorado last year.
Oh,
I would
man.
have if it was in Colorado.
Yeah.
You're adding a great city.
They play on the
Big
September
12.
23rd is when they play.
What?
Adding a great city to the Big 12.
Yeah. I'll go to a game now.
Yeah. It will be interesting to see how Colorado does in the Big 12. I know it's new territory for them.
Oregon beat them by 40 last year.
yeah, somebody said the line just went from 40 to 50. I was reading comments on it. The line just went from 40 to 50. That's messed
September
up.
23rd is still early enough in the season for them not to give up on the team yet.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think it's a key piece to the dominoes. I mean, I'm sure Arizona will be. Nate said Arizona
Later this week.
later this week.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody's just enjoying taking shots at Dion.
They should though.
He started it.
He does. Yeah. I mean, he does it to himself. So
Yeah.
That's true. All he can do now is back it up.
I don't know if this is the year to do that.
No.
I do think if next year would be a great year for him because you have a couple of those 5 stars that be juniors, sophomores, and juniors. You go to the Big 12 that doesn't have Texas and Oklahoma. I think that's a lot easier to beat some of those like BYU's and stuff than it is Texas, Oklahoma, USC, Oregon, Washington. Because like they're in the Pac-12 South, so they're playing Utah and USC every single year with crossover games against Oregon.
I'd take their win total for next year. Colorado's. I mean,
Depends on what they give them though.
Yeah. I mean,
An absolute brutal start.
Houston's not good. West Virginia's not good.
Colorado's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Women
No,
this
they
year,
got a
West
tough
Virginia's not
schedule.
good next year.
So bad.
They might have a new coach.
They will.
Yeah. West Virginia.
Yeah.
But I think you know who could be great next year though in the Big 12? Arizona. They're loading up with talent.
Got their first ever 5-star.
They landed the number 1 and number 2 player in Arizona for the first time in forever. They just got that. They just flipped that quarterback.
Did you know in the last 20 games the Pac-12 is 4-16 against the Big 12?
Yeah, but most of those are bowl games. So
Oh yeah, Pac-12 doesn't play bowl games.
Still losses.
well, I mean,
Is Arizona really that good? Or going to be that good next year?
yeah, I think
It's
so.
not whether or not they're going to be that good. They just have the possibility of being good.
Yeah, Big 12 is pretty bad.
Start early.
Yeah, we are starting early. Yeah, I don't know. I just want to see, like, I like the chaos. So I'm waiting to see what else happens. Like, does the Big Ten make a move this year? Do they wait it out? But, I mean, Oregon and Washington aren't going to wait it out. So, I mean, it just depends.
Someone had a good take about Oregon and Washington waiting, or Oregon at least waiting out.
I just don't see it
Because
happening.
they have the funds no matter what.
Yeah, so they also said that there is supposed to be a TV deal in the next 48 hours. So it just depends on what that TV. If that TV deal turns out to be $30 million, which again that's high, right?
Yeah.
If it turns out to be $30 million, do you leave for $3 million? I don't think you do.
I don't think the Pac-12 is going to get a $30 million for each deal.
But they
No,
also
no.
said that Fox doesn't want to lose Oregon and Washington, so we'll see what happens there.
I mean, if they go to the Big Ten, they'll have them.
That's why I could see the Fox putting up some more money to keep Oregon and Washington, and then all of a sudden,
Oh, in the Pac-12.
no, in the
No.
Big Ten,
No.
them joining the Big Ten
Yeah.
since Fox carries a lot of the games. So I could see them ponying up to make the payouts.
That could be just what
Personally, I'm hoping for the Big 12.
Oh, I'm
Just to
sure
get
you
those recruiting ties in Texas, that'd be great.
You can go watch them play.
You can get
And I-
recruiting ties in the Big Ten. Nebraska has them in Texas.
Yeah, but we already took all the talent out of Nebraska last couple of years, so figured we'd let you guys have some of it
It's
this year.
working really well for you.
I mean, one
They
of
all
them is going to be a
transfer
start.
away.
One of them's going to be a start. One person did.
Jackson's
Who's
starting?
the starting one?
It could be. What? Avante Dickerson's the only one that transferred.
That's-
Daryl
all they have
Hawkins
to
was a
do-
playmaker when he came to Oregon.
Who?
Daryl Hawkins
Who's that?
from Nebraska.
He was the quarterback that went there and
To a
ended up
wide
playing wide
receiver?
receiver.
Daryl
Eh,
Hawkins.
Yeah.
I'm too young for that, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
Probably.
It was a while back.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll I don't know. We'll see what all happens. I could see.
But Nate's right. I'd love to see it because I could drive a couple hours and see him play at Ames, Kansas State.
Nice.
That'd be great for me. Colorado again.
Colorado again, yeah.
Like I think that'd be awesome because they'd probably divide that up, right?
It'd
I'd
be really
probably
hard
north
for
and
us
south.
if Oregon and Washington join the Big Ten. It'd be really hard for us to go see games because Nebraska is the furthest west outside of the West Coast teams. So we're playing USC,
You
UCLA.
don't even go to Lincoln to watch it.
No, I know. What do you mean? I've gone to games.
I
I don't
was
go. I'm not
Nebraska
gonna
or
go
Oregon
all the
playing
time.
I would have season tickets if I lived at my place.
But you go
Dude,
see.
season
I'd go
tickets are
see
way
Oregon
too
play
expensive
Nebraska
in
and
Lincoln.
Iowa.
No way, I would pay for that.
You gotta pay the donation of $1,500
I'll just
just
get
up
tickets
front.
from-
Yeah,
people that
you're
sell
better off.
You
buying
better.
single
Yeah, you'd
game.
probably be better off buying
Yeah.
single game tickets.
100%.
That's what I usually do. Just wait till the last second, get a $10 ticket, walk right in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the
When's the last home game you went to?
Well, I went to last year. Can't remember who played.
I went to
Georgia
Georgia.
Southern.
I went to Georgia.
No, I didn't go to
Southern.
that one. Thank God.
Good one.
I
That's a good
literally,
game.
I walked out and I said, "Yep, he's getting fired."
the bad part is, like the tickets for the Nebraska game, probably the last 3 to 5 years are gonna be the cheapest they've ever been.
I don't know. I feel like
I don't
if you walk
know.
in at the last second, you probably get in.
You think this year will be the cheapest?
No,
No,
the
he's
3 to
saying-
5
Last-
previous years.
No, I'm
Previous.
just saying, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, like-
didn't go to a game last year. 2 years ago, I went to 3 games, and one was in Oklahoma.
I mean,
There
they're
you go.
right. Tickets have just been so expensive, and I worked a lot of Saturdays this last year, so I wasn't able to. But that being said,
That being said,
Nebraska would still end up playing a lot of West Coast games.
Yeah.
Was the whole point
that's true.
I was getting to. Unless they added 5 total in the West, and then maybe not.
That would kind of suck, though.
What's that?
What do you think about
I don't know.
Florida State and Clemson in the ACC. Think anything's gonna happen there?
ACC to the Big Ten.
No, do you
don't
think
know.
anything's
I
gonna
just don't
happen, or is
see
it all
either one of
smoke?
those teams going anywhere except for the SEC.
I agree.
I don't
I
know.
don't see how the SEC would let them go anywhere else.
Yeah, I don't see the SEC
I think
letting them.
I don't see Florida State joining the Big Ten. I don't see. The only reason I can see Clemson joining the Big Ten or the Big Ten wanting Clemson bad enough to try and get them is because I think Notre Dame wants Clemson. And so I could see that happening, and that may be the reason for the Florida State thing too, is getting those games with Notre Dame. But I don't
I
know.
think Notre Dame should just go to the Big Ten. Just go.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're gonna be left behind.
They very well could be.
I don't know why they're
Because not all their rivals, they're not gonna want to play them.
Yep.
Because they're not gonna play the Big Ten schedule and then add a non-conference to Notre Dame.
Especially when it's no benefit to them, really.
No.
Especially if you add
Like,
those
there's no
teams
benefit to
Clemson
them.
Yeah.
and Florida
So
State,
if
like,
Notre Dame doesn't like
Notre Dame's
decide what
basically
the
playing ACC schedule this year.
Yeah.
right, they always do.
They've had
They-
it since 2020.
Like 7
Yeah.
games or something like that is what they have to play, isn't it? Something like that.
2020 they made them because of the shortened.
But if they're not careful, they're gonna get left out of all their rivalries, and
Yeah.
they're pretty much gonna play Air Force and
USC's
Navy.
gonna be in the Big Ten.
And Stanford, depending on what happens there.
Mhm.
But I've heard rumors that Stanford, like the Big Ten, might take in Stanford and California just
For
to get Notre Dame
academics.
to go.
Yeah.
So, side note, I'm gonna pull up a picture, and you guys got to say, well, first after the picture's pulled up, I'll say what it is. You guys got to kind of tell me what you guys. I'm sure you guys all saw it on Twitter and stuff, but what do you guys think about this?
X now.
Yeah, it's not like Twitter.
Oh
then
yeah, I
this-
saw this.
So good.
This is what the recruits got for meals.
It looks
From
good.
Michigan. From Michigan.
Yeah.
No way.
It said
Smash that.
it said what kind of middle school lunch is that?
Yeah, but that has chicken tenders and mac and cheese.
I would smash
and a
that.
hot dog and
that
a
is
boxed
literally
macaroni.
a Chips Ahoy cookie.
That is
I
Like you
don't
didn't even
care.
try. You didn't even try.
no.
I like it.
I'm
I'd eat
smashing
it.
that.
I like
I'd
there's
smash it.
there's not even barely a
Except
char
for the
mark
mac
on
and
that hot
cheese.
dog.
Can't have that.
There's barely a char mark on that
I
hot
would be
dog.
very disappointed.
Oh, you gotta turn it around.
I would absolutely just.
I don't
What do you
think
mean
that.
there's no char mark. I see it right there.
I said barely.
I
said
don't
barely.
think
Probably
that
not
this
interested.
meal is gonna hurt them in recruiting.
No.
Well, it hurt them on social media.
I mean, they don't care.
It hurt them on
Did
social
did
media.
it or did it help them?
Those chicken. I think those are good chicken tenders. Though.
Those look very good chicken, like good chicken.
Like if you got some.
Oh,
really
I
good
think they look like
mustard.
round one chicken tenders.
Oh.
Well, those
And they did a Michigan barbecue at the big house, so they did a pre-planned.
And that also looks like mac and corn, not just mac and cheese.
What recruit sent this out?
Elijah Dotson.
Yeah, but look at Big House Eats. He's excited about it.
I don't think he's excited about it. Okay, so now I understand why Harbaugh wants to get off campus and eat 2 burgers for breakfast.
Oh god.
I mean,
Isn't that what he got caught for doing recruiting? Yeah. Okay.
Send the chef to the transfer
What's
portal.
wrong with it?
I
It's
don't-
not like it's not that crazy. Come on.
I would eat it.
Oh, they went 0-2 on recruits the same.
So, what recruit?
But now look at those chicken tenders. That's a full picture. Look
That's
at
a good chicken
Look at
tender.
those things.
And those are big.
Those look like
Oh.
runs at chicken tenders.
Yeah,
right
they do.
there.
They look way too white.
No.
No.
Get
Yes.
out of
We
here.
don't
Yeah.
do chicken
What?
tenders.
No.
We need to ask Stacy.
No.
If I had that.
Oh,
meat put
Stacy,
in front
call
of me,
into the
I'd
station.
smash it
No.
in a heartbeat.
No.
I'm
No.
not a chicken tender guy, but those are really good. Look really good.
no,
Those
I'm,
look
I'm
like
hard
regular
passing that.
So who?
concession stand.
So what? Which recruit posted
Elijah
it?
Dotson.
Where does he stand with Michigan?
I don't know.
He likes it. Look, 2 hearts.
Oh come on.
He's got 12 D1 offers though.
From who?
Elijah Dawson,
going on?
24/7.
Go down one, Brian.
He's from Detroit, first of all.
Oh,
That's
Central
better
Michigan.
than. That's better than
Bowling
yeah,
Green.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to those schools.
He's 100% Cristobal to Michigan.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I wouldn't go to Bowling Green either.
He's
I
from
mean, you got
Detroit.
Tennessee,
he's got plenty of Big Ten offers.
Wisconsin,
Yeah,
Penn
Penn
State.
It must be just something.
Kansas.
Kansas.
A lot of basketball schools.
Is that the Commanders logo?
Where?
What? Those.
Or was that Western Michigan?
Oh my.
I just saw the
gosh.
W at first. I was like, wait
He's
a second.
already
I-
getting an offer from Washington.
Ah.
this guy's
That's
going to
wild.
high school to the pros.
Wow.
Okay.
He's only a 3-star? What do they see?
So he
This
might
is
have
something.
liked
Yeah.
it, but then social media didn't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he posted
So
it.
he
on
liked
social media.
it.
He posted it.
Well,
Yeah.
no, he didn't say he liked it.
He
He
said he
played
hated
2
it.
arts.
That food looked better than anything that I ever saw in my cafeteria in college, so I don't even want to hear it.
What?
So you're comparing Concordia to the Big
Yeah,
House?
I will.
Okay.
Barbecue at the big house.
I guarantee you they never gave what's his name, God, what's his name? The quarterback for Texas.
Quinn Ewers?
No,
Arch?
Arch. I guarantee you he never had chicken tenders and macaroni and cheese.
Did you see his card that sold?
No,
$130,000
Arch probably had steak. Like they're not giving him mac and cheese and a hot dog with
Mac
no
and cheese, hot dogs,
with
and
no
chicken
char
tenders.
marks. Come on.
Who would buy that card?
What does a kid want, though? They want
for-
the mac
it was
and
for
cheese, they want
charity.
the tenders, they want the hot dogs.
Okay, I didn't see that. It's like, who would buy that?
It was for charity. That's why it went so high.
Because I saw like what Peyton Manning's rookie card or something. With.
Hey, how did Quinn Ewers' whole meet me for $5,000 thing go? Did he ever
I have
post
no idea
anything
what
about
you're
it? Wasn't that Quinn Ewers that had that? It was Quinn Ewers,
Hey,
wasn't
you
it?
can pay $699 to play Jimmy Butler in basketball.
How much?
$699.
That's
Why?
cheap.
To get him to destroy me?
Yeah, but then you could know for sure if you'd ever score an NBA game.
Yeah, here's the thing: if I score 1 bucket, I'm walking out. I'm done.
It's not no, $700.
That's what I saw on the apps.
I will post it.
I might do
I'll
that.
post a video of it. It's for $699. No way. Hey,
When am I
Jimmy.
ever gonna have a chance to play against an NBA player? That's cheap.
Yeah.
Isaac, didn't you play in the
Now
NBA?
Jimmy Butler
Yeah,
for
right.
$699.
I would not score a bucket on Jimmy Butler.
I just threw
No.
it up.
No.
Not Jimmy Butler.
I would hope not.
He's pretty.
I want him to give me his all.
Yeah, he ain't letting you score.
We're about the same age.
Him and I
You
are
might
not.
be.
I'm much older than
All
him.
right, everybody. How old do you think Jimmy Butler is?
32.
No, he's 29.
32.
That's what I was gonna say. 29. 30. You know, let's go 30.
33.
He's on my fantasy basketball team. That's how I knew so close. Must have just turned 33.
How old is he?
That's the most
He's
whack
33.
ass thing I've
Dang,
At
he's.
his camp, you'll play 1-on-1 against him.
Oh, I don't want to go to this. So now it's
Yeah.
airfare. He can't meet me.
Did you think for $600 he's gonna fly to the league in Nebraska and play you
Yeah,
basketball?
tell him to meet you at the park that's down the street from
Yeah.
your house.
Fort Lauderdale.
Hey, let me put this in perspective. You wouldn't even meet Isaac at the park to play him in basketball. You think Jimmy
No,
Butler's
no,
gonna
no,
fly
no,
there?
That's Nate.
I've beaten Isaac.
I've been out of commission
Plenty
for
of
2 years.
times. Get out of here. Twice does not count as plenty of times.
We've only played twice. I don't
We've
know.
played like 6 times.
Oh
He's
yeah.
2-0 against you.
I got one of those. I got one of
Brian's
those.
1-0 against you.
Oh, here we go.
I got one of those
I
games.
feel like
You can live it.
Wait,
I feel like
Brian
if I hurt
beat
back,
you?
I got
Brian-
Brian beat him.
Brian's not good at
We
basketball.
played
Okay, coming from. Okay, let me tell you a story. We played Anthony used to play in.
Oh, listen.
YMCA.
You want to
no,
bring
don't-
something
let
up
me
from
finish the
20
story.
years
Let me
ago?
finish the story. So Tony used to play YMCA basketball.
Listen.
This is after things didn't work out in high school basketball.
There
So,
was 7 point guards. I was 5'6".
anything didn't work out for me in basketball either. Listen. So anyway, we're watching this YMCA game, right? Tony's team, they're not very good, but anyway,
No,
he
we're
goes
not
to the free throw line. How many times did you go free throw line? Not how many times?
8 times.
No, it was more.
Yeah, I was 1 for 16 from the free throw.
One for 16.
There was a guy.
One for 16 from the
understand,
free
we
throw
played-
line.
One game.
Hold on.
In one game.
Yeah, I was getting
You
fouled
fouled some man.
every time. So
Well,
I,
they knew what to do.
Hack a Shaq.
hold on, but no, there was
Holy
one of the parents for the team, their team we were playing. Remember, this was an old gym that doesn't have bleachers, so they just put like chairs on
Yeah.
the sidelines. Right? It's an elementary school gym, and every time Elizabeth almost got kicked out for going after the guy.
Okay, she didn't go after the guy.
Yeah.
She told him to be quiet.
She didn't tell him that. She must have said something else.
She was getting mad. But
She was getting
anyways, every time he'd go, ha! Just loud as shit, or he would
gosh.
clap or whistle, and like, I missed every single one.
That's
know
why
what
you
the
gotta
fan
pump
get
fake
to him.
it. Pump fake it.
A pump fake, a
Pump
free
fake.
throw.
Yeah.
Every-
Then he looks like the idiot.
Yeah. But anyways. Yeah, it was kind of like that.
Is that a new one?
I don't know. I'm taking Brian off the soundboard. though.
What is that?
Hurt cat.
Brian's not allowed on the soundboard
Also,
anymore.
back to what we were talking about. The last 2 times that we've played, these two, I am 3-0 both times against them. So, whatever happened in the dark, and you
In the
guys
dark?
both won.
Oh, he's
In
talking.
the dark was the last
No,
time.
it
Was the
wasn't.
first
No,
time we
no.
played.
No,
and that
it
was when
wasn't.
both of you won.
No, it was not.
Yes, it was.
It was not.
So they have the same elements as you, and they still won.
Yeah, but
I will say it's
in
out-
recent events, I'm 6-0.
It's also outside.
Dude.
Let's replay
I'm
back
taking
what
it.
happened on Friday, Brian. Just
We're talking about
along.
trash can basketball.
You guys wanted to play, didn't you?
Well, I
If you
couldn't.
can't handle
I
the
couldn't.
heat, don't play.
I did play.
I'm just saying. You can't handle it.
How do you play trash can basketball?
Easy.
We made it.
I-
We made it.
Who won?
Trash can.
And it was
Trash
pig.
can
I understand.
It
how
was
to play,
pig. It
but
wasn't
how
like
do
it was
you-
1-on-one.
Yeah,
We just play horse.
Yeah. No pig. We only got 3 letters.
Pig. I mean, he can win, but
Was
if
there
someone
trash in the trash
if someone guards it,
No,
he
there's
can't
a
play.
So let's be honest. So also, I was definitely dominating the first game, and then all of a sudden, getting ready to eliminate people left and right, and it's like, oh, you have to make your shot twice for me.
That only knocked out Nate. That's
Wait,
all that did.
since when do you put in a rule you got to make your shot?
Well, it's convenient that the next 2 games we played, that wasn't a rule.
Nate changed the rule.
You guys listen to me.
I was
That's
winning,
a-
so I didn't care. You
that's
guys
a
could have chosen
dumb-
whatever rule you wanted.
Like Brian, Isaac won. You know why? There's nobody playing defense. When we play defense against him, he shrivels up.
God.
Facts are facts.
It gets real cold out here.
Let's go. Where's the nearest two? Oh snap! Down the street. Let's go. I'll play
I
my
don't have a-
dude.
I
I
don't
don't
have a
care.
ball in my
Facts.
car.
There's a ball in Nate's car.
Tony, do you have a basketball?
I have one in my car.
Your car's not
You got
here.
Last time
You
we
got ball?
played and you guys guarded me, I won 3-0 that time too.
No, I don't think so, dude.
Yeah.
Tony, you don't own a basketball?
No, I don't have a hoop.
Did you not hear him? He went 1 for 9. Where would he?
One
Neither-
for
16.
literally
Oh.
20 years ago.
Neither do I, but I still.
No,
have a basketball.
actually, it's closer to like 23 years ago when that
Jeez,
happened.
you're old.
And he hasn't picked up
I
a
can't
ball
imagine
since.
playing Isaac in like a real
Well,
gym
I
now.
played
He wouldn't
basketball
even
for
be
the
fit.
school the next year.
That's
To-
true.
Tony
I
literally,
do most
once
of
he
my
was
work in
done,
the open court.
he walked away from the game.
Well, I walked
We need to
away
get a
2 years
YMCA team
later.
together. Hey, why don't we get a YMCA team together?
No.
I'm down.
Coach, Nick.
We have 3 players that'll play.
We have a point guard.
I got another one.
What if that one guy was there for Tony to give me
Which
That
one?
dude's
All
probably.
these years later,
Ah!
He's like, I remember you.
He's just like
just follows,
cane?
just follows Tony around.
ah.
That dude's got to be pushing like 80 now.
All right. Well, okay. You guys ready to go into our?
How we went from the barbecue to basketball.
Somebody
To,
Brian demolishing Isaac.
That never happened.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah,
Hey,
probably
college
happened.
play basketball?
Never happened.
me
All
and
right.
Isaac challenged Nate and Brian to a game.
It's the easiest win we'll ever have.
Wow. All right.
No, I don't think it's gonna be that easy.
No, I'm gonna demolish him. Be careful though, because there's no foul out, so Nick will just foul you every time.
If you beat me, I'll follow you.
That's how you play basketball.
Yeah, no blood, no foul.
I'm calling it
Now
every
he's
time.
afraid to play.
I'm not afraid to play.
Well, we called for this. We called
$100
for this
on
years
it?
Ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
$100? Easy.
Brian, are you gonna have to play?
And it's gone.
You're worrying about me.
I might need
What?
to do a little shooting practice.
No,
no,
no.
shooting. We're all cold.
Just
You
show
go
up.
in.
Cold.
$100?
I mean, I'll still do it. Yeah.
Per? Okay.
All right.
All ref.
That was a nervous laugh over there.
Me? I'm not worried about it. All right. You guys ready to go into our picks?
I guess.
Yeah.
You got Nate all riled up for basketball now.
Yeah, great. Now he's gonna be a real
I do want to
joy.
get a basketball team together.
So,
Raged
Nate,
up.
you did want me to play this after you just challenged them because I feel like this is very fitting.
I wanted you to play this.
Yeah, I
How
feel like
did
this
you
is
know
very
this?
fitting after.
How did Nate know that we are gonna challenge him?
I feel like this is very fitting for Nick and Isaac.
I thought you just googled this.
No, I didn't Google it.
What is it?
I feel like this is very fitting for Nick and
Only
Isaac.
10 seconds long.
Play it.
I'm never gonna financially recover from
That is quite. What is it?
I'm never gonna financially recover.
Oh,
That was so quiet. The laugh hurt my ears. That one's like a whisper.
Well.
$100. I mean, that's a quick 200 for.
Quick 200 for me and
I
Brian.
literally have never made that much money that fast.
What are we playing to? 100.
Okay, well, it wouldn't be that fast.
I feel like that
Ones
would
and
I
twos?
feel like that would favor us.
Ones and twos.
If we played
Yeah, I
at
use
100,
higher
we'd probably
drive.
die.
Ones and twos, of course.
Full court.
50.
Full
Full court for sure. Full court
I
sure.
was cherry picking and have Isaac play defense. And he'll just throw it down me, boom, 2 points.
Well, I mean, there's not much defense to play when we're just bucket
All
drain.
you have to do, force Brian right.
Why
and
would
Nate shoot. That's
if
all
you're
you have
gonna
to do.
cherry pick? Why wouldn't you just have somebody else cherry pick and it'd be one-on-one
Guys,
and one-on-one?
Yeah, I don't want to do
Like,
this because
that's
you're
a-
gonna cherry pick. Brian's just gonna go guard you. This is gonna be me and Isaac 1-on-1.
That's,
Easy
what-
money- easy
that's
money
exactly
for us.
what it would be. So,
All right.
That's all it'd be.
and then,
Anyway.
then the out of bounds pass in, it would
But
just be a
Brian,
Hail
I know
Mary
to do
pass.
anything. That'd be cool.
Oh
No,
my
just-
gosh.
No,
Counter
because
stack
then
some
he would
money.
pass it down the court to you, then you would get it, then it'd be one-on-one for you guys.
But then we just make a pact where we don't score against each other. We just make them do it.
Oh, I
I
turned
feel like
over.
we'd end up probably going to grab something to eat.
Just sitting and watching.
It's like, I got $100
What would
riding
happen?
on this.
What would happen is like you get down to the last bucket and Brian would just turn on Nick because it's worth money. And just go layup. Like, we win.
He would. He'd be like,
Just
"All right, I'm
swat
done."
out of the air
I'd probably dunk it.
into our bucket.
is
Our
what would
basket.
happen.
It'd be like, yeah. All right. Anyway.
Brian would be like, time in.
He would
That's
too.
what's gonna happen.
All right. We're gonna.
Oh, my face
We
hurts.
need to go to a court.
I need
actual,
to
like,
shoot.
inside court.
An inside court.
Well, Isaac and I can win anywhere.
We can too. It's just it's like indoor.
We challenge each one of those 4. You know, you throw the ball in the hoop and it comes out 4 different ways.
Oh man.
That's how we play every game.
That's how we play.
Boy.
Yes.
Oh. Dude, what? Oh, that's great.
We barely touched it.
If you think you can beat one of us one-on-one,
Just $700 to play us.
Yeah,
Well, Jimmy Butler.
$700, but I will come to you.
We'll do, yeah, 650.
call in now, 50% off.
Nick, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Funnel ball.
Oh,
Nick wants to play
boy.
with-
Nick and Isaac play on a funnel ball hoop.
Yeah. Good luck, guys.
Nick, if you played Jimmy Butler, would you foul him if you went to the hole?
Probably got to sign like a waiver though, not to hurt him.
Probably can't touch him.
That's how we can play defense.
You know, what'd be the worst thing is.
That'd be like the
Jimmy
real. That'd be
Butler's
like today's
6'8",
NBA.
It would be.
6'7", 6'8".
Yeah.
I'd be
Like
taking
big
charges
guard.
though. I
And
would not let him dunk on
And
me.
he's like all muscle, man. He's bad. He's massive.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna go into picks now,
Cool.
or what?
Yeah.
If you want to, we've been trying to.
Yes.
All
I
right.
didn't really write anything, to be honest with you.
Either
I'm just
did
gonna
I.
piggyback off of everybody.
Alrighty. So starting with pick number 10, it's me. We're gonna go the same order as last time. 10, 9, 8. All right. So my pick at number 10, I have Washington, the Huskies. So obviously they scored a lot of points last year. They're going to continue that. They had the second best offense, averaging 515 yards per game. Michael Penix is back. Their 2 best wide receivers are back. Probably the two of the 4 best wide receivers in the country, maybe. They also have a lot of, almost like a stable of running backs, to be honest with you. They all just got a lot of carries and had good production. They do have a very, very good defensive end. What's his last name? Like Trice or something like that?
Yeah. No, it's
Bryce?
Bryce.
Something like that.
Something.
They also got Oklahoma State's transfer corner, Jabbar Muhammad.
Maybe we can toss him in.
So that'll
Trice. Braylon.
help.
Is it Braylon?
Really, the part that poses probably the most concern for me for Washington, outside of their terrible pass defense last year, which hopefully they shored up a little bit, is last year was the first season that Michael Penix actually finished. Before that, he only played in 6 games in a season was the most. So was it a fluke, or could he go back to his injury ways? Because there's not a lot of experience behind him. Quality experience. So that's why I have them where they're at. If he stays healthy, definitely could make a college football playoff push. But yeah, that's what I got. 10.
Me?
Yep.
You.
Number 10, I had Penn State. They get rid of Sean Clifford, or he finally graduates. Went to college longer than I did. Drew Aller, the next man up, getting a lot of hype. See how good he actually is. I would say probably the best running back duo in the Big Ten. They have a really strong D, but they replace 2 NFL caliber defensive backs. Can they make it over the Ohio State-Michigan hump? beat one of them maybe. But yeah, that was Penn State number 10.
All right, and my 10, I've got Washington as well. By the way, I didn't copy. I turned these in a long time ago.
So Brian copies you.
Yeah, he probably did.
Yeah, that makes a lot more
We'll
sense.
find out at 9.
Yeah.
Tony, I'm just gonna say this as someone who has cheated on a test before. Usually, the first thing you would say is, "I did not cheat." So
Now we may have talked about it. No, I'm kidding. No, I mean Brian kind of actually took every single one of my notes just to elaborate on. So before last year, their offense was 114th ranked, and then they went to second behind Tennessee as far as production. And yeah, he talked about the 2 receivers. Both of them had over 1,000 yards receiving last year. So it's just, again, to elaborate, do they keep Penix healthy? Can he, is it – because if he stays healthy, like Brian said, they can be very, very good. It's just they got to keep him from injuries. But, yeah, so I got Washington at 10.
Nice.
Yeah.
nice.
I have
Washington.
Washington was number 11.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
he had last
Number
week.
12 for me.
I have Texas.
Yeah.
Top 10 team. Picked to win the Big 12. Uh-oh.
Ooh, put on mute.
Oh,
Jeez.
breaking news.
Unless it's Brett McMurphy.
Break the news.
He has 4 minutes ago had eyeballs in his tweet.
So it could be breaking news while we're on here.
Yeah.
Snap.
Texas 8-5 last year, picked to win the Big 12. They got to replace Bijan. Can they? That's good.
Oh,
Oh.
I was like,
Can they?
yeah, I mean,
Nice. Okay.
they have to.
Yeah, that's a huge.
they really don't have a choice.
Yeah, that's huge. They
It'd be
play at
crazy.
Bama,
Yeah.
at Baylor.
Win-win.
I see 2 L's there. OU, K-State at home, at TCU, and then you got Tech, which I don't think they'll have a problem with Tech. They got all the talent in the world, but can Quinn Ewers be better?
It's gotta
Cut
be
his
better.
hair. He's businesslike.
He was extremely good until he got hurt, and then he just didn't. I don't feel like he came back the same.
Isn't Worthy all in? Where's his head at?
Worthy was hurt for. He had a broken hand for half.
No, like this year. Is he all in, or is he?
I think so. He had a broken hand for half the season last year.
I just feel like
so
he
hurt.
hasn't been talked a lot about.
I feel like they got plenty of other guys behind him now, though. So
We
it's
have
like,
a really good.
even if he's
receiver
not
room.
up to what he was his
I'm
freshman
hoping
year.
they
Yeah.
double him. Honestly.
I mean, even that stretch right there is Baylor, KU, even,
OU.
and OU.
Wyoming, don't forget them.
We killed Kansas. We killed Oklahoma.
Oklahoma was.
You
kinda-
kill Kansas. Did you kill him last year?
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
the
they
year before, though.
demolished Kansas last year.
Oh, I didn't know.
It wasn't even
that score.
fair.
Oh, yeah.
55-14.
Wow.
Yeah. Bijan. So go to Bijan. See how much he ran for.
No.
No. Go. What did Bijan run for against KU? It was something. Yeah.
200.
Click the middle button and
Can't
scroll
see
right.
It. Can't see it. Can't see it. Can't see it.
The middle button of the mouse.
Almost there. Come on.
No,
Scroll
it was-
right.
So close.
Right.
I can feel it.
There we go. Oh, you had
there's
it.
the bar. The bar's there. The bar's there.
The listeners.
Just go down
right
to the bar.
now that you
Just
can't
go down to the
see,
bar.
Brian is having a heck of a time.
243.
There you go.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
Yeah, the part that
29 against the loss.
the
You
part
got
that's
that
just
second?
concerning is the receiving yards: 65, 56, 78, 54. Like those are the leading receivers.
Oh, was that the
It's hard to
TCU?
spread the ball around.
I mean, he only averaged
Yeah.
171 yards a game,
Any of those
197,
guys
107,
returning other
190.
than Worthy?
Well, I mean, Bijan had
Sanders.
Sanders is
140 yards rushing,
Jordan
135,
Whittington's
209. Yeah, Whittington's the biggest key.
Yeah. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
all
that
3 of
guy
the
is-
receivers are back.
Yeah, they'll be good. Yeah.
All the
Robinson.
leading receivers, there they are. Robinson down a lot. Yikes.
You see him dominating Falcons training camp right now.
Yeah, he's looking good.
So I
You know
got.
what sucks for my fantasy team because I have Tyler Algier.
I mean,
He's
Oh.
the backup.
are they gonna beat OU, Nick? You think?
Yes.
Last time they beat OU back to back, 2008, 2009. That's the last time.
Wow,
I
that
think
was
it's
when
the
they were in
most-
the Big 12.
I think this is the most talented Texas team since 2009.
Whoa!
So,
Play that.
I
He
don't
didn't
think-
say it was more talented. He said since
Yeah,
2009. As talented.
since 2009. Yeah.
I don't know. Every time they have high hopes, they end up sucking.
Well, this is the first time they've been picked to win the Big 12 since
Man, look at that
2009.
BYU
So
tickets. K-State
That was a
tickets.
weird stat when I heard that the other day. I did not realize that. People say they're always overrated, but they're never picked to win the Big 12.
Yeah, but
so
Oklahoma kind of went
through.
through a dominant streak for a
Yeah,
little
it was
while.
like
True.
13 in a row.
Yeah.
But they're always like outside of the top 15 if they're never picked to win the Big 12.
Yeah.
Like that's not being overrated.
They're always constantly in the top 20. I feel like
That's
preseason.
fair.
Name
Well,
brand.
Those Oklahoma tickets are still pretty expensive.
Yeah,
Wait,
tell me
he-
that.
Holy moly!
Oh,
We gotta
go
go
to
to
that
Texas
game.
Tech.
Where's Texas Tech?
$69.
Nice.
Nice.
Kansas, excuse me.
$26.
BYU. BYU.
KU.
I was gonna go to Kansas State.
Well, look at the
Kansas.
Also
Yeah,
the
$26.
Wyoming.
22. Sign me up.
God, could that be at Wyoming? That'd be perfect.
I went to a Baylor
I
game
love
where I
Larry.
paid literally $2.73.
For where?
Baylor versus Kansas.
Row one.
That's with all the fees.
Is that 2019? Oh.
No, like 2012, 13.
Oh.
I got Utah. I think I had the high. I think
That
this.
cleans them out, I think.
Yeah, this
Yep.
is it for Utah.
Wow.
I mean, you can really
High
just
on them.
Utah, Washington, Oregon. They're just you can put all three of those teams anywhere in those spots. I also put Utah here, defending Pac-12 champions. Cam Rising. I think that everything we said was, can he stay healthy? The season all right on that. They do lose their top wide receiver, top two running backs are gone. I like Kyle Whittingham.
If
I-
USC, Washington, Oregon, and Utah had the same exact players, who would be the better team?
Same
Utah.
rosters.
Utah.
Same rosters.
I would take whoever Kyle Whittingham is coaching.
Yeah, that's probably fair. Just because I think he's even just that coaching staff I feel is pretty strong.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just been
well,
consistent.
Andy Ludwig, wasn't he interviewing for
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame?
Yeah. Notre Dame said, "Oh, we can't pay you that."
Yeah, which is crazy. I just think it's interesting because so the Pac-12's loaded with quarterbacks this year, and literally, I mean, Cameron Rising's coming off a knee injury. Michael Penix has had multiple knee injuries. Kind of scary to think about,
I'm not sure who is behind Cam Rising. Do we know?
Isn't the same guy as last year?
Who was that?
God, what was his name? He started that one game when they said Cam Rising was going to play, and then 5 minutes before.
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
someone
oh
else.
yeah, I know, because I had Cam Rising in my fantasy team, and I was
Yeah.
like, this will be awesome. He comes back, I'll win. I lost by a point.
Yeah.
This
I
is just
can't-
roster,
Oh, go back
Brian.
to the depth chart. Right, up the top.
First
Just
one.
do
Up the
that
top,
one.
There you go. I can't remember what his name is. No, it isn't that guy. Oh, Bryson Barnes was the one that
Redshirt
played,
freshman.
but that looks like he lost his spot to that guy.
Well, I mean, can we guarantee that this is it says June 12th, but I mean, we don't know.
You don't know
I'd say
until
that's
fall
pretty
camp's
accurate.
done, summer's done, fall camp's done.
I mean, yeah, it
Oh,
says that.
breaking news though. This is fun though. Did
What?
you guys see Scooter's Coffee?
Yeah, they picked up a bowl.
They got a bowl game.
Yeah, Frisco.
Scooter's
Did you know they
Coffee
got rid of
Frisco Bowl.
at Red Bull? They're using Scoot Energy now.
Oh, isn't that cool though?
Yeah, that is cool.
Scooters did?
Scooters are trash though.
Whoa,
They're not trash.
that's a
Yeah.
little bit of a hot take. Have you ever had their
That's
breakfast
not a hot take
sandwiches?
because I control it and I agree with Nick.
They're not trash.
They're trash.
They're not trash.
Why are they trash?
Okay, so here if I'm gonna rank top 3, Starbucks, Dunkin', Scooters.
Correct.
Oh, no.
Correct.
No.
Correct.
Crazy.
Nope.
Is it?
Nate,
It's
do you
like-
think Dunkin' or Scooters is better?
Dunkin'.
Okay, so you're right. You agree with me. You agree with me. That's enough.
But I don't like
You
Starbucks.
agree with me.
Starbucks,
You agree.
Dunkin', Scooters.
So you would say you would rather
Yes.
drink a coffee out of the trash than drink one from Scooters?
Nick's just saying that. He does this. He does this little thing. He's a Starbucks guy. It's
Hey,
a brand.
In all
So I like
honesty,
Texas.
if it was Starbucks out of the trash, I would.
And
Yeah.
Alabama, don't forget Alabama.
Yeah, Alabama.
He's all about the brand.
I'll ask him what his favorite NFL teams are too.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Cowboys.
Yep, Cowboys and who?
Probably the Patriots.
Yep.
Oh, my God.
What's his favorite NBA team?
Well, this is legit though. They're all legit. These
These
are
are
all
Knicks?
real.
Oh, interesting. And he's a Yankee fan.
No.
He's the Yankees.
Bro, what are you doing?
Yeah, but when he was a kid, the Braves were really
Just
good.
click the bottom.
In those division
Right here?
titles,
No, where?
so-
Oh, you can't. Yeah, I can't.
First
go
of all,
24/7
here,
What are you
Alright.
looking up?
I'm a Cowboys fan because they were blue. Okay, that's I like the.
You could
team
like
that
the
was blue.
Detroit Lions.
Nate liked the Chiefs because you hate being like Nate.
No.
Nate didn't like the Chiefs until 2 years ago.
No, I'm not sure. I liked him when I was 1 year
No,
old.
because he was at the Super Bowl party that was 3 years ago.
Was
so-
it? Didn't he start liking him once they drafted Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
In fact, I hated the Chiefs more when they drafted Patrick Mahomes.
So what you're saying is you hate the Chiefs?
No.
Can you cut that?
Tony can. I don't know how to do it. I can't even figure out the mouse. You think I'm gonna be able to figure out how to cut that? Come on.
I can click on YouTube. But I'll
Well,
And
I'll
who's your
watch it.
favorite NBA team, Nate?
The Lakers.
Oh wow!
I was a
Oh,
Kobe
wow.
fan.
And this guy has the audacity to do this to me.
The audacity.
Maybe
I'm
maybe
like-
it's a Dresky thing. Let's just choose all the blue bloods.
Yeah.
I choose the
Yeah,
Patriots.
Baylor. Yeah. Nate's got to pass on Baylor.
Yeah.
I chose. Yeah, he didn't like him until the Heisman Trophy winning
I
quarterback.
liked
year.
him the year before he got there.
Before they had a winning season.
Weird.
They didn't have a winning season when
Yeah,
he was their
yeah.
freshman year. Or his sophomore year because he tore his ACL second game.
Whatever.
Tore his,
All right.
tore
Anyway,
his,
Isaac,
ACL
you're
still
up.
for 300
Number
yards.
9, okay, I have Washington.
Jeez, how time.
That's the last
So a lot of stuff that people were talking about Washington. They do lose 3 offensive linemen, so that's going to play into the keeping Penix healthy all year. They do have a tougher schedule, which is why I have them here instead of other Pac-12 teams. Can the defense maybe help them out a little bit?
60th ranked
We'll see.
defense last year.
So, Washington.
Huskies.
All right, and at 9 I have Florida State. So, and Nick can look in his stats and tell me if I'm wrong. But overall, they have the number 1 returning production
Correct.
in the country. That's not just ACC.
Number 1 in the country. 87%.
Um,
Number 1 in the country.
honestly, for their schedule, the only game I'd be like,
Is there a picture of the Utah State back?
yeah, I don't know. He
You
still
don't
has
throw
their.
up Florida State's schedule in there? Hollywood?
Brian?
Obviously, they open up against LSU. That's going to be,
That
to
could be the
me,
game of the year.
What
Last
game?
year was very good.
I think it could
I-
be the game of the year.
for Florida State or like period.
Period. Like
It's
LSU and
it's
Florida
going to
State,
be a
two
good
very
game.
good
You got
teams.
two teams like that
There's
have
only one good
definitely.
team on that.
Is that game day for that week? It's
No.
got to be, right?
No, it's South Carolina.
It's got to be
No,
6:30
Oh,
ABC.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Oh yeah,
It's a Sunday.
Yeah, it's a Sunday.
That's why it's not.
yeah.
It's gonna be a blowout.
But I
Not
don't
good.
I don't see. I mean,
So,
obviously
we're saying
Clemson
that.
will play them real tight, but I just
They do have kind of a soft schedule.
it
It's
doesn't
not
look that
expensive
rough.
game.
I mean,
174 is not
Wake's gonna be
No.
down. Duke's not gonna be that good.
I think like 10-2 is the lowest they could go.
bad. Oh God, that's the highest.
So what's their? What's,
I see 10-2, 9-3.
What's
I'm right
their
there.
win total? 11 and a half or 10 and a half?
9.5.
It's 9
Is it 9 and a half?
There's at least 6 losses I could see on
Oh
6?
jeez.
In what world?
there. LSU,
The same world
One.
that Baylor's gonna
At
win all 8 of
Clemson.
their home games.
2?
Miami.
No.
Duke.
Bad. It's
Miami?
at home.
No.
It's
It's
at
at
Florida. You told me like 2 weeks ago home field doesn't matter anymore. So
Duke.
It's Miami.
LSU at Clemson.
Duke.
Duke could be tricky.
Duke, best quarterback in the ACC.
Miami at Pitt could be tricky, and then at Florida.
Oh my goodness.
So any real game.
No.
No, Wake Forest will beat.
No.
Any
And
road
Boston
game.
College.
No.
Hey, curious, what was
Vatech, Syracuse.
Florida State's run defense ranked last year?
Probably bad.
I don't have the I total defense.
What was their total defense?
Their rushing defense was 74th. Their total scoring. Total defense was 14. Passing was 4.
So they have a
He's ranked total defense. They have
what's their run defense?
74th.
74, and they got to face Frank Gore Jr. week 2, who rushed for 329 yards.
In
Scary.
one
Oh
game.
Scary.
my gosh.
In one game.
If
I
you put
scary
9 people in
if
the
you
box,
ask
you
me,
can't
scary.
go anywhere.
Hey, I'll make Nate.
Throw.
I think Boston College will be a closer game than the Miami game.
Why Boston College?
Because on the road, and it's week 3. It's early game, 11 a.m.
Oh,
Boston College is bad.
I know,
Lost
but
everyone from
And
last year.
I wouldn't even sleep on Florida.
I want to sleep on Florida either. I don't want to sleep on.
I'm not
Miami.
sleeping on Florida.
I
it's
just
gonna
think
be a
it's.
tight
I
game.
just think it's.
I don't see it being.
I'm freaking Snow White on
Dude,
Florida.
okay, by that game, the last game of the season, that Florida team will be giving up.
Isaac said the worst that he could see him is 10-2. That's crazy.
I think so.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
I say 9-3.
Ugh.
They are.
I don't
Isaac,
like. They're not for sure gonna lose the LSU game. They're not for sure gonna
where
lose.
do you have Florida State
at
ranked yet?
Clemson. Not yet.
Jeez, making the playoffs.
Well, I don't think in the spot that I have him, and they would.
Well, at least he's ranking a team he thinks can make the playoffs.
All right.
Not
Two
ranking a
though,
team
that's
and making the playoffs.
knocking on the door of the playoffs.
I think
mean,
it is.
They got Duke.
That's why I'm not saying they can't go 10-2. I'm just saying you said the worst they can do is 10-2.
That's what I see.
That's scary to me.
Well, they're gonna play in the conference title game because there's no divisions.
Yeah, but that was regular season 10-2.
Yeah, so I mean, who they gonna beat in the conference? They're gonna beat Clemson twice
Clemson,
or
yeah.
split with them,
All
I
at
guess.
once, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's Cade
they lose to
Klubnik's.
Clemson and they
What is
beat
that? Cade Klubnik's
11-2 might be
third
putting in the
start?
playoffs.
Wow, he started 2 games last year.
He started 1.5 games.
Who knows? He could be really good though.
He could be, or he could be an
I
absolute.
mean, we're putting a lot of pressure on Drew Ayler or whatever from
I didn't.
Penn
I
State.
already ranked Penn State.
Yeah,
So
but
what'd you rank him?
10.
So there's no pressure on that.
No.
Top 10 team.
no,
like, are
I
you
mean,
kidding?
I think that
I mean, their running backs.
their
were really
schedule
good.
isn't easy. I'm not saying it's easy, but I do think that Florida State, one, they're in a position where like Norvell really needs a good season.
You don't need one. You had 10 wins, 11 wins.
Yeah, but I think he just needs to build. Like he needs to build on something.
I mean,
you
I
can't do
definitely-
this at Florida State.
I definitely think this year's team's better than last year's team.
Well, they return a lot of it, and
Yeah.
obviously, and they're all
So
more
they're another year
experienced. So
older.
like,
Yeah, we'll take that.
I don't
And
know.
they got a bunch of good transfers.
yeah. I don't know. I could definitely see Florida State doing some stuff this year.
See them losing.
Yeah, that's it. 9.
That was good, Dick.
Nate.
I have Notre Dame at 9. Obviously, Sam Hartman will be the difference. I think, anyways. They play Ohio State, USC at home, Clemson on the road. I think they'll win at least one of those. Offense brings back 6, defense 8. I don't know. I like them here. Duke's gonna be a tough game. We're high on Duke.
I'm high on Duke for week 1.
We should probably take their overs.
6.5 plus 125. I saw today
We
for
do
Duke.
need to figure out those overs.
6.5 at
Yeah.
125.
Yeah, plus 125.
Okay, so Notre Dame at
That might be like the $10 bet.
Notre Dame at 9. Go to Duke's schedule.
Yeah. Click on Duke. No, just go click on
Click
Duke.
on Duke. Click on Duke.
He's learning. He's learning.
Yeah, you just gotta click schedule, Brian.
Or full
Oh,
schedule. That'll work.
that would
He's
work.
learning. He is got it. Makes it 10 times worse than everyone's yelling at him.
So look at this.
They open against Clemson.
Yeah, they could win that. Clemson's only a 12-point favorite. 13
Win, win, win.
Well, I would say win, win, win. Win. Okay,
They're
there.
gonna lose.
What
at
do you
UConn.
mean? Win, win,
They'll
win.
Oh, you're
start
not counting
3-1.
After
They could start
Clemson.
3-1.
They're
Absolutely.
gonna lose UConn.
Yeah, 3-1.
Stop that.
3 and
They're on the
2.
road to
3,
Florida State,
4
Louisville,
and
and North
2.
Carolina.
Yeah, that's really
4 and
tough.
3.
We're gonna lose all
4
three
and
of those.
4.
That's very tough.
All three of that you will lose all three of those.
If
Florida State,
North
Louisville, and North
Carolina's
Carolina.
like 5 and or like
Hey,
4
okay,
and
so
5,
even if they lose all 3 of those, we still had them
We
at
only
what?
need
Clemson,
6.
4.
Virginia
Need
win.
7.
North Carolina State possibly.
They'll beat
win.
Wake Forest.
Virginia.
UConn.
Maybe North Carolina State doesn't have their starting quarterback.
Yeah, I know. That's what I
North
said.
Carolina State has Brennan Armstrong.
We have 4 losses on.
You think they'll lose to North
Northwestern.
Carolina State at
I only
home?
got them at 5.
They got
Yeah.
Brennan Armstrong. North Carolina State does.
How many wins?
Duke has the best quarterback in
I
the
got 'em at
ACC.
5.
5 losses.
Duke was a
5
9-win
wins.
team last year.
I got 'em at 5
And they bring
wins.
back like everybody.
Yeah.
Florida State's the same. What do you mean?
But
Florida
you're-
State won
you-
11 games and brings back everybody.
But we're
How's that not
talking about Duke beating North Carolina State right
Yeah,
now.
I'm
I'm
ta-
talking about Florida.
I know. I'm talking about this. Never mind. Okay.
We'll be
No,
right back.
no.
Okay, hey, can I ask you another question?
No.
Who do you have ranked higher, LSU or Florida State?
Who do I have ranked higher? LSU or Florida State? LSU.
Okay, that's weird.
Why? I literally said 10-2 was their floor. They could lose to LSU and still be good.
I never said they could be good at 9 and 3.
They could. Yeah. Sure.
So Duke, we're not high on them at 6.5 anymore.
I am.
At
I-
6.5?
They got
Yeah.
3 of those.
Give me 6 on there.
They go.
Okay,
No,
I
give me 7.
Give me
I got
7.
Lafayette,
Okay.
Northwestern,
Yeah.
UConn,
Yeah.
NC State at home.
4.
That's
for
still 4.
sure. You would bet 85% that they beat North Carolina.
If we're gonna do that, then what game would you ever bet on?
Okay.
No,
but
I'm just saying, like, I don't feel like they could beat NC State.
I don't even have them at 6.
Do I have that where I would include
With
it
the
in
North
the
Carolina
wins
State.
as Northwestern and everybody else? No.
Where are you going? What are you doing? We're following through with this. So that's 4.
I
Florida
see
State.
5 for
no,
sure.
I said 5.
I see 5 for sure.
You don't think they'll beat Pitt or Virginia? Pitt at home.
I have Virginia,
Virginia,
as the 5. I
5.
have Wake, Virginia,
I think Pitt
Connecticut,
at home, they can win.
6
Northwestern,
maybe.
Louisiana.
Even if you give
I
them
don't know,
North Carolina
not-
State, there's only 6.
And at the end of November, Pittsburgh is just gonna, I don't know, ground and pound them.
Honestly, don't like it.
First of all, their tickets
I'll
are
go
going to get
through
into the
group.
hundreds. By the way.
I mean, based on that philosophy, it's gonna be hard to place any bet. I'll just tell you that.
No, but Brian, even giving
Brian,
them
you
that
would
game.
include- I would say the 5 that I just said, I would bet that they would win them 85%. Yes, but the way you said NC State was like they're on the level of Connecticut and Northwestern. I don't think that's true.
No. But even if you give them North Carolina State, Brian, that's still only 6.
Yeah.
Well, I had them beating Pitt and a 50-50 against UNC.
Oof. At UNC?
Yeah,
Maybe if
they
UNC
won
is
9
like
games
4.
last year and have the best returning quarterback in the ACC.
What was
I
this?
don't think Riley Leonard's the best returning.
Go to their
quarterback in
schedule
the
last year,
ACC.
Brian.
He's a projected first round
When
pick.
Drake
Riley Leonard? On what draft?
2022 schedule.
I had never seen
Or
anybody put in the
2022.
first round.
Let's see these games.
Drake May's the number
So
1
they
pick.
beat
I didn't say number 1 pick. I said a first round pick.
Yeah, but you
lost
said
to
he's the
Lee
best
at
quarterback in the
UNC.
ACC.
They only
Drake
beat
May.
I do think he
Bragg
is.
Northwestern by 8 points though. That's
Yeah, but
fair.
like keep going down. They demolished Miami.
They don't
Lost to
have
Pitt
Miami.
by 2.
Yeah, wow, but they played that close to North Carolina. They
Mhm.
lost in overtime to Georgia
Lost
Tech.
by 2 at Pitt. They have them at home this year.
They
Beat Wake Forest last year, and now they're even worse of a
I
Wake
can see
Forest
them
team.
beating Wake. That's one of my included in the 5.
Wow, Leonard put up hell of yards that game.
And then beat UCF in a bowl game, who won 9 games. Or 8 or 9 last year, too.
I don't know. I still can't see 7. It'd be really tough. I mean, we could definitely look at it.
Yeah, I don't know where to take a peek at this yet. But,
They could definitely ruin some seasons.
Isaac's right that Drake May is the best quarterback in the ACC.
Yeah,
Riley Leonard's probably number 2.
I could say that. I could see that.
Drake May did outplay him too, and they went head to head.
Who would have better talent there to play with?
Duke.
Oh, Duke had better wide receivers. Okay.
I don't really. No.
This year?
We're just comparing head to head.
Yeah, we're on 9.
Nick 9.
Jeez. I got regroup. LSU. Never mind. Probably gonna be. They probably should be higher, but I don't like Brian Kelly, so they get a ding there.
That makes it even better that I saw that whole thing where they were comparing Matt Rule to Brian Kelly
Brian
today.
Kelly, yeah.
What's his face?
Josh Pate.
Josh Pate. I'll take that.
LSU returning 71% of their returning production, 8 coming back on offense, 7 on defense. 28th ranked offense, 41st on defense, so decently balanced.
Squeaky over here today.
I don't know. Jane Daniels, lean rusher, lean passer last year for them. Potentially game of the year with Isaac's Florida State Seminoles. So. And they scored for a blowout. I don't know. I think LSU wins that game.
That's Sunday the 3rd.
Yeah.
What a good week of games.
It's a whole weekend of games. 31st to the 4th games.
That TV shut off. But I got LSU.
Oh no.
Wait, who'd you have?
I think it just turned off.
9. Brian, you're doing number 9 now. Hey, you got something.
His picture.
Hold on.
So my number 9, why it's already up. I got Tennessee. You guys all ranked them way earlier. I have them right now.
Pick up at all, does it?
I just
So what the heck?
The color's off.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It doesn't like it.
So we've used it before.
it might have reset when it
Hold on,
turned
no,
on.
it's so,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
fading.
you-
It's
Oh,
coming.
here we go.
The
Nice.
suspense.
I did all this extra stuff just for my picks. So obviously replacing quarterback, but Joe Milton, very capable, almost 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns in kind of the backup role. They got Brew McCoy, Squirrel White, who's super fast. Both of them had over 500 yards, 600 yards each. Their running backs, Small rushed for 734 yards, Wright 875 yards, and Sampson, their third string running back, rushed for 400 yards and 6 touchdowns.
Small had a really good year 2 years ago, didn't he? He rushed for
Yeah.
1,500 yards 2 years
See,
ago.
Oklahoma transfer?
Yeah,
Jabari Small?
no.
Where'd
No.
he come from? Or maybe I'm thinking
Isaac,
Eric Gray
didn't
that
you
came
have
from
him on your fantasy team?
Yeah.
Who
Small?
came from Tennessee? Maybe it was Eric Gray from
Eric
Tennessee
Gray.
to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
They're great,
I
Yeah.
knew there was some sort of Tennessee.
So just a lot of talent on the offense side of the ball. Got some good defensive people. Picked up a couple transfers from BYU, which will help. They really kind of came on, especially in the bowl game. So obviously defense is their question mark, but I think I had Tennessee by far ranked the highest.
I had
mine.
11, so it's
Not too far, but
And
yeah.
their defense has got to improve. They're going to make any noise.
Their defense gonna give up on them again this year.
I mean, number one offense, but I mean, if you have the 91st defense, give it up.
But you're gonna like when you have a high powered offense and you can like just you're gonna give up more points.
But I mean, look at Lincoln Riley,
More yards.
Chip Kelly, same thing.
Yeah.
They've all had the same, Mike Leach.
Art Briles, they give up
It's all
points.
the same thing.
Bend don't break.
It's crazy that they don't have teams that can do both.
I just think your defense gets too tired.
So much
Yeah,
depth.
you can't. It's not saying their defenses are bad. They just.
Yeah, and you can't have the depth
Well, I guess
because
if you're scoring quick,
Yeah, they're
your
on the
defense on the
field.
field.
I said the same thing when Oregon used to score in like 22 seconds. Like, dude, you got to stop scoring so fast
Yeah.
because
that's why they would give up field goals all the time, not necessarily touchdowns, but yards all the time. Because
eventually you'll give up. You'll give up 1 or 2 touchdowns.
and it's probably worse now because you don't have the depth. Because if you're good enough to be second string, you probably transfer to first string somewhere else. But
yeah.
But I'm just saying, you got to be closer than 90 or 91st.
Well, in the
Yeah.
SEC, you got to do that. Like,
yeah, especially when like a lot of the SEC's not.
you're gonna play
necessarily
good
now, but-
defenses, so you're
So,
not
I mean,
always gonna score
like
46
Tennessee
points.
had 525 yards, number one in the country,
Mhm.
and they were 91st on defense. Like looking at Alabama, 11th in the country on offense, 13th on defense.
Mhm.
I think you can do it. Or even Georgia, 5th on offense. 10th
But
on
what was the drop off between first and
Was it Alabama's defense that good last year?
what was what was Tennessee's yards per game?
for
Five. Offense.
Offense 525.
What was Alabama's at ninth?
Well, they didn't find
Alabama was 477.
So 50 yards.
One big play.
Yeah.
game.
What's the difference in defense?
Defense, Tennessee 405, Alabama 318.
Ooh, 100 yards difference.
That's pretty big.
That's pretty big.
Yeah.
That's crazy that's the difference between 13th and 90th.
And then you have Georgia at 10 at 296 a game. And then Michigan 292. That's crazy.
Okay. Yeah, Tennessee. I mean, we talked about them a lot already.
Yeah.
So
My turn.
Yep.
number
8.
8.
Number 8.
My lord.
I have Penn State. Again, people have already talked about Clifford being gone. No, somebody else has Penn State. I thought.
Just
Oh,
Isaac.
I do
Well,
have Penn State.
but it's like
Tony's just used to using that excuse.
Because
Everybody's already talked
at this
about it.
point, it
talked
feels
about him. I
well
don't have to
because
talk about them.
no, literally all my notes are exactly what Isaac said though, like verbatim. Talked about Clifford being gone finally, and then Drew Aller taking over, like literally, and then lots of talent and depth at running back,
That happened
like
again.
literally what Isaac said, so verbatim almost. So, am I messing with the cord? I might be pushing on it too hard. Hold on.
Pull your chair up. There it is.
Who do you have?
Penn State.
Penn State. Yeah.
Penn State.
I get onto that later. I have them.
But yeah, their defense is all going to be solid.
I think Manny Diaz should just be a defensive coordinator the rest of his career.
I think that's what he will be.
I think he should.
He was a great
He's a really
defensive
good
coordinator at
defensive coordinator.
Texas. And then when he went to Miami, was really bad. And also, I think the team turned on him. So
I think he'll get another job.
he probably will. That's the way things work. But
Probably.
he probably shouldn't take it.
Yeah.
As a coordinator, you can make a lot of money doing that.
Oh yeah.
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 And you don't have any pressure on you. I mean,
Exactly. Especially not at Penn State.
yeah.
I mean, you're gonna get the studs. So.
Yeah.
Hey, who you got?
Oh.
I think I have Clemson.
You do.
Sweet. Offense return 7, defense 8. Obviously, the big question mark is Cade Klubnik. Duke, first game of the season. 50-50 game. We've been talking about that.
I mean, it's very much a 50-50
Then they
game.
play at Miami.
Minus
50-50
13,
game.
There's no way that's a 50-50 game.
And then they play FSU, which, I mean, that's a win. Then they play Notre Dame. They close out with UNC and then at South Carolina.
I wish I had Nate's just like confidence in his
Confidence
stuff.
to say the
This
stuff that-
50-50, this is definitely a win. That's a loss, but this
Nate's-
is definitely a win.
It's Nate's pettiness. Like,
No, it's just.
Florida State
I'm not
getting
high on-
rocked. 7 losses easy on that
I'm not high on
schedule.
Florida State.
And it is gone.
where did you have Florida State?
15, man.
That's still pretty high.
That's top 15 team, and I got blown up for it.
Oh, I have the 13, so I don't think you're
Why
far off.
didn't you guys yell at Nick? Isaac?
I
Because
laughed.
because at this point we'd already lit you up long enough. It was
Yeah.
just
And
I
I
did
think
the
I
same
did.
thing when Nick said Florida State. I said,
I think I saved face because I said I have them within the top 15.
Oh, well. Their ceiling is 15.
jeez.
At 10 and 2.
10 and 2.
That would
I
be
don't have them
quite-
at 10 and 2.
That would be quite the thing.
I could see 6 losses. On
You know,
this
that
schedule.
first week we should almost
6
get freaking
losses.
Cabby on here.
I'll argue with Kevin.
You'd
all
agree
day.
with me, 100%.
Well,
Oh, I wonder
Oh,
why.
we can have him call in.
I
I'll
also
have him call
thought
in.
Jameis Winston was probably the greatest quarterback of all time.
Him or Chris Hankey,
Yeah.
Chris Winky, Chris
And he
Winky,
probably
Chris
also
Hankey.
thinks that Jameis Winston didn't steal those crab legs.
Yeah.
Wasn't Chris Winky like 38?
Yeah, because he's
Yeah.
playing MLB.
Yeah.
He was
There-
bald. Like bald.
There's quite a few
What's wrong
like
with that?
older quarterbacks that were like old.
So was I.
You shaved your head. He
You
had.
didn't let it go.
Yeah. You let it go.
Yeah. In fact, I saw a picture with you with hair the other day. I was like, who is this guy?
I had hair for a little bit in college. Then I shaved it one time. I was like, well, this is never growing back the same.
Looks better.
Now I'm
You
just
do
bald.
look better bald.
You do look better bald.
That's messed up. I don't know how to take that. I liked my hair.
I
You
think,
would
that's a, I, think that, I think that's a compliment.
You would look very weird without a beard, though, and bald.
You should
Oh,
shave
yeah.
the beard.
No,
Yeah.
don't do that.
Let's have a hair bet.
I look sick.
Ooh, a hair bet.
What?
Between you and Tony.
Well,
if
no.
you win, Nick shaves his head.
What hair
Because
bet?
you can't grow. You're not just going to shave that.
What hair bet?
He was to have a hair bet.
Hey.
I never said I
Hey,
did. I said we
question:
should do
Who
one.
was the oldest player to win the Heisman Trophy?
Who oldest player in the
Oops.
Heisman
Probably the
Trophy?
very first Heisman winner.
How far is it?
Stabler.
Is this going to date back pretty far?
Roger Staubach.
No hints.
Roger Staubach.
How long ago is it?
So this could be a senior.
You want me to keep telling you?
Yeah.
Just show it to us.
No, hold on.
Kent Stabler. How many times do I
A
got to say?
senior.
Bonus
Oh,
points if you can get the age at what he won the Heisman Trophy.
Well, I'm going to get that.
25.
25.
Yep.
Okay, because Nate's googling it. Chris Winky
I did.
was the oldest to win it, and he was 28 years old.
Holy cow.
There's players on the team that are probably 18. 10 years older now.
28 years old and 131 days.
That dude-
No wonder you won the Heisman.
That's basically like Arch Manning playing in his high school. Like, that's the competition.
What am I doing here?
I don't know. He's probably almost out of his prime in 28.
At 28, yeah.
No, he wasn't.
I
Well,
bet
not
he
a
was-
quarterback, I guess.
Obviously not, but
Where do you
Yeah,
go- where do you go-
obviously not.
Where do you go to the NFL?
I don't know, like the Ravens or something.
No, he went to Carolina, I thought.
Yeah. I think he
no,
did.
that
Where-
was Jake DeLong.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Chris
It was.
Winky did too.
Was it Winky?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I honestly thought Chris
Are you
Winky
Googling
played
this
for
without us
Florida,
saying it?
not Florida State.
That's not fair. You can't
So
say
I have
Sorry,
no
I-
idea. He did go to the
Oh,
Panthers.
49ers.
Panthers.
Panthers.
And the Panthers.
Oh, yeah.
Brown.
What did I say?
Panthers.
Yeah,
Okay.
Carolina.
Chris Winky's from Florida State.
Yeah.
I could have swore he was Florida.
He's 51.
You didn't know he was from Florida State?
Who's the one from Florida?
Chris Leak.
No, not Chris Leak. We're not the same. Who played against Nebraska in the '94 championship? Was it or '95 championship? Who's their quarterback?
Oh,
Chris.
no, it wasn't Chris.
Are you sure?
Well, we're all very stupid for not knowing this.
Yeah.
You guys know he's the Georgia Tech quarterback coach right now? By the way?
No, I did not know that.
In
That's not it.
2017, he was
95.
actually
95.
Alabama.
Danny Warfel.
Danny Warfel.
For
Yeah.
some reason, I get those guys mixed up.
He was the offensive analyst at Alabama in 2017.
Chris Winky. Nice. Good
And
for
then he
him.
was the running backs coach at Tennessee, and then promoted to quarterbacks coach, and now he's Georgia Tech's quarterback coach.
Oh, really?
Good for them.
Good for the old.
Good. Now he's got somebody to work with. The other
He's
guy
got
could
a
not
kid.
throw
Yeah,
the
I was
ball.
gonna say he's like
51.
Holy
He
cow.
barely had a career. As coach.
Knocking on Satan's door.
There he is. That's a Heisman Trophy winner.
Let me see him.
It's kinda
Yeah,
like
but I
Trent
mean-
Dilfer.
Did Josh Heupel ever win a Heisman?
Yes.
Okay, look at it.
It looks like Trent Dilfer, honestly.
Josh Heupel? Oh, shit.
That is not Josh Heupel.
What are you looking at Eric Crush for?
That's a lumberjack right there. Getting ready to cut some.
Eric Crusher's the same.
Yeah.
All he did
He
was
does.
grow.
Look at the pictures.
All he did was grow a beard.
Yeah. Looks the same.
He's probably lost weight though.
Yeah.
Eric Crush on that trick play.
Okay, who's up?
That's one of them. I'm up. I got Texas at number 8. Probably the what?
Huh? Oh no, I was exhaling. Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought I heard "Oh God" on that.
So did I.
Yeah, so did I.
Definitely heard it.
Yeah, just wait.
I'm gonna play back.
I think Isaac has.
We're gonna have to
Texas
play
at 8.
back it.
I don't.
Yeah, returning 74% of return production. Oh, Jesus. I think this is Sark's.
He's crossing something out. All the
Yeah,
things
somebody
you-
wrote bad pics on my paper.
Oh shoot.
Probably Nate.
When would I have done that?
I don't know. When would you
I
have?
don't know, maybe your notebook was like, "Oh, these are bad picks."
Just go, Nick.
Your notebook even knows.
Texas probably one of the most talented teams in the country.
Jeez.
Toot your own horn.
Yeah.
Yep, there it is.
Definitely not a siren there.
Jeez, they're so overrated.
If we could just figure out the second half, we've been undefeated.
That's
last
the
year.
wildest thing. There's 2 halves in a football game.
Yeah, all right, yeah. AD Mitchell and JT Sanders, I think those would be the key returner addition for Texas. Obviously, the key loss was Bijan, best running back in the country. And Texas goes up to Tuscaloosa, and I think they win.
Doesn't AD Mitchell have 4 receiving touchdowns in 4 playoff games?
Yep.
Dang, Texas could ruin that.
We could. Texas, I don't know. Favored to win the Big 12, probably going to win the Big 12.
Yeah, right. Baylor has 8 home games this year. Good luck.
I forgot about that.
Hey, so Nate, I saw that on our Blind Ref Podcast Facebook page. I saw that one of you guys posted that they're over under 7.5 games, and I was gonna comment on there. That's easy over since he got 8 home games. I was gonna comment.
1, 2, 3, 4. 8
Should be
home
easy.
games.
It should
Money.
be. Maybe I'll bet it.
They should. I'm telling everyone.
Maybe we can parlay that in Duke, me and you,
Yeah.
since nobody else believes it. We can do it on Barstool. Easy money. Easy money.
And then we take their $100 and that basketball.
Baylor
game.
loses 1 home game. Well, that's it, boys. Just throw in the season.
Well, they can win this home.
Because they can't win any away games.
Do you mind if we play out here? We'll be really quiet.
You go ahead. Hey, you go ahead. You earned it.
You're not being quiet now. Go.
Nice.
Oh, we don't approve of that language.
Hit those overs on the barrel.
For Texas to Baylor.
Especially
Brian,
that
I
September
think it's
22nd game.
Texas will beat Baylor in Waco.
Was that Willow?
You need to cut that and clip that so that's a soundbite.
Just
That would be pretty funny. Brian, I think you're up. Number 8.
My number 8, I have the Oregon Ducks.
Jeez, Homer much. Wow, back-to-back Homer picks. From embarrassing.
So I had Oregon at 15. Brian had Texas at 15. I have Texas at 8. He has Oregon at 8.
Now, Kith.
No, you didn't. We'll clip that one too.
Look at everybody.
I don't know what that's from.
Everybody got the O's for Oregon, and Brian got the J.
Yeah, he did that on purpose.
So anyway, so I have Oregon. I think picking up Will Stein and losing Kenny Dillingham was actually net gain, to be honest with you. So I think Kenny Dillingham made a lot of bad fourth down calls last year. Bo Nix, 72% completion percentage last year with 3,600 yards passing and 29 touchdowns. 7 interceptions, but half of them came against Georgia.
Kids are being too loud. I saw him go up his phone immediately.
They returned 2 really good running backs in Bucky Irving and Noah Whittington. Bucky Irving averaged 7 yards a carry. Noah averaged 6 yards a carry. Bucky had almost 1,100 yards rushing. Noah had 800 as a backup role. Bo Nix had 14 rushing touchdowns as well. They also added Tez Johnson, who's Bo Nix's adopted brother, who had 800 yards back-to-back seasons for Troy. They have Troy Franklin, who's probably going to be a first-round draft pick at wide receiver. Chris Hudson, who's a burner. So a lot of good offense. Defense is obviously the biggest question mark. They brought in transfers at almost every single position at defensive back. So, and then Jordan Birch on the defensive line, paired with Brandon Dorless, will be a really good matchup.
Some
as well.
stats for the rest.
So,
I was just thinking that. I was like, everybody's probably already talking about Oregon, and Tony would be like, well, everybody's already talked about them, so you already know. Brian, well, there's the 6th set here from the 3rd string.
that's what I got.
Breaking everything down. I still have
I
them.
also think the Will Stein thing's a hot take, so if I had that button right here, I'd press it.
That's
In
how
the
you
years
push it?
that Kenny Dillingham
So-
is not the offensive coordinator for Bo Nix, he's not been very good.
Well, I mean, before he got hurt his last year at Auburn, he was pretty good.
Was
First
Kenny
off.
Dillingham the offensive coordinator or not?
He was not at
Okay,
Auburn,
so he got hurt when he wasn't. Just
but
saying.
he said he wasn't
Not
good.
saying that's foreshadowing, but that was the one year that he didn't have Kenny Dillingham.
No, it wasn't. He didn't have him for 2 years at Auburn.
Oh, I thought he had him for his freshman year.
Yeah, he played 3 years at Auburn.
He did?
I'm not sure. I mean,
I didn't know that. I thought he only played 2 there.
I'm pretty sure he did 3.
He's a 5th-year senior. Holy moly! We just went over Chris Winkie that was 28. And we're worried about an average 5th-year senior.
Everybody that goes to school.
Kenny Dillingham was his coordinator when they beat Oregon in 2018
When he had his coming out party.
as a true freshman.
3 years,
Right.
Isaac.
Jeez, no college football at all, I guess.
Got that right. Florida State.
Well, the 2 years that he was at Auburn, he still wasn't that great. I mean, all right, my number 8.
Yep.
The best team in the ACC this year, Florida State Seminoles. They return a lot of starters. They even got the best players in the portal at their positions. The best tight end, the best receiver, the best corner.
But then there's 7 teams better than them.
Huh?
There's 7 teams better than.
Yeah, ACC's weak, bro.
But they're so good.
Huh?
No,
In the
it's-
ACC.
Oh, in the
Yeah.
ACC, I got you.
Yeah, you can go 10-2 in the ACC, but still be 7.
But remember, that's their bottom, so they're gonna go better than 10.
Why?
That's the bottom. They're gonna hit.
You
that.
said that's their bottom, so
Yeah,
they're gonna go
that's what I
better.
think they will.
That's all I said.
Well, no, but you said they would be better than 10-2. That's not what I said. Okay, sorry. Back to what I was saying.
Well, they won't be worse than 10-2.
They are still short on depth. They do need Jordan Travis to stay healthy, or else the season will go down. Defense is loaded. I heard the other day Keon Coleman, the transfer receiver that they just got from Michigan State, did a windmill dunk in jeans and tennis shoes.
Oh man, is that gonna translate to the field?
Well, he sounds pretty athletic to me, so I'd say yeah.
Because nobody can windmill dunk on any other team.
In jeans.
At 6'3"? Probably not. I mean, he was the best wide receiver in the transfer portal, so yeah.
Give him the
I mean,
Heisman.
Okay.
And the best basketball player award.
Maybe the John Wooden
I don't know if any of the last 5 Heismans could windmill dunk in jeans, but all right.
Last
Caleb
five
Williams
Heismans?
definitely couldn't do it.
Devonta Smith probably.
No,
Yeah.
way. No, he'd jump that high and then blow away in the gust of wind.
What was he, 160 pounds? Something.
That was
5'9" and
heavy.
160 pounds.
Who is the last? Who's that? Who's the other Heisman winners? Who
Of all
won't dunk?
time.
No,
Last 5 years. I
last
said.
5 years. He said. We already eliminated Devontae Smith. He's gone.
Who won the Heisman last year? Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
No, he was not athletic.
Oh, he's not athletic.
To windmill
too-
dunk.
No, he's
Keon
too.
Coleman played on Michigan State's
Yeah.
basketball team.
Joe
Bryce
Burrow.
Young's
Joe
not-
Burrow is
Joe
not
Burrow
doing it.
is- No way.
Yeah, Joe Burrow in the last 5
Definitely
years.
not Bryce Young.
Joe Burrow is your best athlete out of all. Kyler Murray is 5'5". Devontae
Lamar
Smith
Jackson
5'5".
made-
No way Baker Mayfield.
You don't think Bryce Young could do it?
No.
He's
No,
short.
he's short.
He's like 5'9".
Yeah, he's really short.
Those are all short quarterbacks except for Joe Burrow and Caleb. Caleb's
Lamar
too fat.
Jackson's not that short.
Just saying. Keon Coleman played on Michigan State's basketball
You know what?
team.
You know how bad could do it? I bet Derrick Henry is the next guy that could do it.
Maybe Derek.
Maybe.
Nice. We got to Bryce Young vertical jump on this podcast.
30.
30 inches? That's my vertical jump. I can't dunk. I'm 4 inches taller than him.
Yeah, Bryson.
Did you guys see the funny highlights of Deuce Vaughn at practice?
Yeah.
How small he looks.
So wait,
Yeah.
just because his vertical is 30 inches doesn't mean he doesn't get a running start. That's a standing vertical.
Yeah, but still, it's not like your vertical jump's going up 18 inches. If
I
you
mean,
start-
Type
I
in
watched
Bryce-
Bryce Young play football. and he
Type in
doesn't
Bryce
look
Young
like
dunking
that.
basketball.
So he's 5'10".
Yep.
yeah,
So what's 30 inches straight up make without arm span? Without your arm span?
30 inches.
Bryce
Sorry.
Young cannot do it.
That's
2.5
another 3
feet.
feet. So that puts him
2.5
at
feet.
9
So-
foot something with no arm length.
Yeah, that puts
And no run.
Sure, but that puts you at 10. That puts your
That doesn't mean you can
fingertips.
dunk.
That puts your fingertips at.
You still have to
10
be
and a
athletic
half.
to dunk. Just because you can reach the doesn't mean you can
You're
dunk.
right. I forgot.
But
It was a windmill dunk.
But a
Like,
windmill
a
dunk is
windmill
way
dunk
different.
completely
Like,
different than running and dunking.
yes, you're talking about hang time. You need vertical and hang time for a windmill dunk.
Sorry, I just thought it was something cool, so I didn't know it was gonna turn into this.
I didn't know my top 15 was going to turn into that.
You should have. Every pick you will do from now on, ever since you didn't put Georgia in your top 25.
Oh, no, if it wasn't Florida State here, I wouldn't have said anything.
Well, I understand, but your top 15 will always, your top 25 will always be
Well,
judged.
then you're gonna
Well,
get-
between Isaac and you,
you're
I
gonna
don't
get-
care
you're
who
gonna
you
get,
put
You're
there.
going to get Sassy Nate.
You can put Nebraska #1. I wouldn't care.
Okay, come on now. Let's be real.
Yeah, they don't have the luxury of 8 home games this year. They're probably not gonna win that many.
Good enough, man.
Probably like 6, 7.
Oh, wow.
Well, it's not 8.
Yeah, you're right.
How did Baylor pull it off?
Yeah.
That's a lot of home games. That's a lot of home games.
That rule
Season
must have
tickets, yeah.
scheduled them for him.
Oh, must have.
We're at 7.
Dang.
I hate that he's googling without us.
Yeah, I know. He's not even using the screen.
Incognito stuff going on.
Drives me crazy that he's doing that.
He's learning.
That's a very easy one to not do though. Nate, starting off number 7, or am I?
I
Yeah.
have.
Nate.
No, it might be me actually.
I think it's Nate.
Nate is. You're
'Cause you're
6.
6.
Yeah, because I rounded it last year.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just like the last 3 times
Pretty
we've
I
done it.
have Oregon at number 7.
Anything else to say about them?
Well,
Hey, he has a different logo.
I have a different logo.
That's what you can say about him.
I mean, I didn't even listen to Brian either, so he just kept rambling.
He went all the way to the 3rd string running back and receiver.
He
so
just kept
good luck
going,
with
and
all
I
this
just
stuff.
was like, let's see here.
I wasn't even going to go second.
I don't think they have a hard game until October 14th, which is at Washington, which they both come off bye weeks.
And we've already decided that at our home games don't matter anymore, so
You did.
it may not even be.
I didn't.
You
You don't
agreed
think
with
at
it.
Texas
I
Tech is
didn't.
gonna be a
You
tough
did
game?
say today earlier.
No, I think I have it written down. Oregon's going to beat them by 20.
That was our bet.
Which one?
Four
We haven't
Texas
had
Tech
one in 2
bets.
weeks.
Hey, just a little,
$20 already on the line.
just a little information about that. So Tim DeRuyter's the defensive coordinator for Texas Tech. He was Oregon's defensive coordinator with Mario Cristobal. So fun fact. They also gave up almost 40 points a game with him.
You're right.
Damn, but they're going against Oregon, so it'll be less.
At Utah, and then USC.
That was such a stupid thing to say.
So,
I don't know if I have that written
Bo
down.
Nix healthy is hard to beat.
Did somebody give Isaac an edible before?
What? No,
I agree with
we
that,
do
Isaac.
not
Or Nate, I agree with that.
drugs on this
Thanks,
podcast.
Brian.
No,
If you don't have it written down, then I guess that
No,
bet
I
is
don't think we
void.
made a bet for that one.
Oh, no.
That's just what Nate thinks.
Sorry, that was actually last week. Oregon will beat Texas State by 20.
Oh, that wasn't last week, man. That's been.
No, season 4, episode 7.
That's interesting.
Yeah, but he may have said it multiple times.
Probably has.
Probably.
And Brian said Notre Dame will lose to NC State last week.
Damn, Brian is high on it. Oh wait, no, I. Wait,
Yeah, he was.
Wait, you think that?
No,
Duke's
he
gonna
wait.
beat them, but
He,
you don't think they're gonna beat Notre Dame?
I could. Good.
What the?
I can't wait to see the outcomes.
You said it was an automatic win.
That's not what I said.
You said it was pretty dang close.
Oh, I did say it was pretty dang close. Automatic win.
Yeah.
Well, what was that?
Put on the Sentinel.
I said they have North Carolina State at home.
I'm dead.
This is why I write things down.
Dude, I'm dead.
I hope both those happen. And I'm just gonna be like, sucks for you guys.
College
No,
football.
Brian, hope it does.
Thanks.
Hope it does.
Thanks.
I don't remember what the first
Who's
one was.
nodding at?
Nodding at the camera and our listeners.
We're listeners at a campus.
Nate is nodding.
Nate is
How many
not-
people we have watching right now? Do we have the
Zero.
comments going on?
There's 0 watchers right now.
Let's
No,
find out.
4.
Brian, make the screen big.
We really at 4. 0 viewers.
Danny's not even watching this week.
Oh,
It's
man.
because on YouTube.
I put our link out.
It's all right.
Great logo though, Nate. Great logo.
Hey, thanks. I'll pick that one out.
Thanks. Oregon's had 3 different logos.
Oh, yeah. 7. Eric Clemson.
That's a good pick right there. I had him at 8.
Easily the best team in the ACC.
Easily.
Without a
Oh
doubt.
my god.
Who do you think the second one is? Second best team.
Probably Louisville.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh God.
They do have the easiest schedule.
They do.
Yeah, is Florida State on there?
I think Clemson, Florida State they'll play twice this year. I think they'll split.
Sure. What are you looking up the blue chip ratio for?
Let's see here. Clemson, 410 yards on offense, 40th in the country, 28th on defense, 334.
Just owning Brian. 24/7.
The
So-
biggest key loss for them was Brian's boy DJ.
Was the biggest key loss
I agree.
I think so.
on offense or the whole team?
The whole team.
Oh
I
my
mean,
god.
that's your
They had
starting
3 guys get
quarterback.
drafted in from the defensive line.
They do that every year.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Every year they have 2.
I don't know. I think we need to look up every year. They have a
That's
draft.
true.
Every year.
I think their biggest or their key return is Will Shipley. 1,200 yards rushing last year, 15 touchdowns. He's a beast. Saved him last year in
Danny
one
just
game.
texted me, guys. Oh my god, it didn't notify me. Your live feed. I'm terrible.
Hey, Nick, you're exactly right because Florida State doesn't even hit 50% on the blue chip ratio, including the transfers. So clearly not the best talented team in the ACC. Not even the top 15 technically based on.
But I do think they'll split.
Brian, I would love this argument if Texas A&M wasn't sitting there at number 6 or number 5.
Well, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
Facts are facts.
That's okay.
Florida's sitting
Was
there,
Texas A&M the? Does it say the number 3rd? Were they the third most talented team in the SEC last year? Apparently they were.
Are we not able to click on that? Or
No, you have to pay for it. You have to pay
No, it's
for
not. It has nothing to do with it. Well, I mean, it has
kicked
to.
off the website, so you can't get back in.
We're banned.
No.
P2, right?
All right, Brian.
Clemson, Brian, who you got number
7.
7?
My number 7, they've been talked about a lot. Penn State. I got Penn State. Well, that's over half with myself.
He's third
That's
now.
3 now.
Yeah. So anyway, Penn State. I agree with Isaac. Probably the best 1-2 running back combo. It's really the question is, are they going to beat Ohio State or Michigan? I do believe they're going to beat one of the two. So it's just whether or not they drop any should be win games in between there. They really didn't get close besides the first half against Michigan maybe. Otherwise the games weren't really that close when they played those two teams. But I do think if they can get good quarterback play, definitely have a chance to beat one of the two this year. And that's why I like their overs on their win total as well.
Was it 10.5?
9.5.
9.5?
Yeah, that's easy money too.
Penn State number 7. Isaac.
Number 7, I have the best team in the Big 12, Texas Longhorns. Yeah. Okay.
You're ranked higher than I do. Pretty cool. All right, go ahead.
What do you want me to say? Can they get over the one-score losses? This is an interesting stat. I didn't know that Steve Sarkisian has never won more than 9 games in his career as a head coach. So they will definitely need to do that this year.
He's also had a 1,000-yard rusher in every game that he's been, or every season that he's been offensive coordinator or head coach.
That'd be incredible if that was every game.
1,000-yard rusher
Yeah.
every game.
That would be true.
That'd be Heisman Trophy worthy.
Imagine.
I feel like running
My
statistics would be like
God.
diluted.
And it's literally every time you touch the ball, 100-yard run.
Yeah, 10 carries. Yeah.
Where did
Okay, maybe not literally. 20-yard run.
they got a lot of firepower on offense,
30-yard
a lot of firepower on defense. This is the best team that Texas has ever had in my lifetime. I don't know if that's true. I'm just making that up.
Were you alive in 2005?
No, it wasn't.
What? Can you hit the buzzer there? Like multiple times.
You cancel it when you hit it multiple times.
Just keep it going for the rest of the stick.
I mean,
When
they
were
got-
you born?
I was joking. I wasn't serious when I said it. My God. That's all I have to say about Texas. Yeesh.
No wonder that your notebook wrote that.
I didn't even say that in my notebook. I was making it up. It was a joke. You said since 2009, so I was like, oh, I'll just say since my whole life.
Well, you could have just said like since 2005. National title team.
Would have gotten the same reaction? Nope.
No, you're right.
That's all I'm here for. The reaction. Well, yeah, Oklahoma State's trash, and they have Alan Bowman at quarterback.
Well, let's back up there.
Oh,
It's yet to be determined.
No, we don't play Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State plays all the new Big 12 teams.
Yeah, Oklahoma State has an easy schedule. That's why I say hit the overs on Oklahoma State.
I like that too, actually.
Oklahoma State.
Win, loss,
6.5, and they
win,
have
loss,
so many
win,
teams.
loss, win, loss,
God
win, win.
I feel like I've heard
I heard
Only-
win, loss, win, loss.
I
win,
see
loss.
2 potential losses on this schedule: Alabama and Iowa State.
Shoot, I gave them Iowa
You
State.
say Iowa
I-
State?
Did you not see that?
The Baylor
We
game?
can't win the
923?
names.
923?
Well, that's a win.
Last game ever at Baylor?
I think so.
Man, you're an awful
Home field
walker.
advantage doesn't mean anything anymore.
Do you think Baylor's gonna win?
I think they have a good chance.
I didn't say that. I didn't say it would be close.
I don't even.
You said there's no. You said last week or 2 weeks ago. There's absolutely no way Baylor beats Texas.
I don't
Yeah,
have-
he didn't
I
say they
don't
were gonna
have
beat
it.
them.
You did say that.
We can go back and podcast.
We can go back
I
and
don't
look
have
at
my
it.
notes.
Yeah, go first.
Well, of course.
I'm gonna start taking notes on Nick.
Everybody take notes on Nick.
He absolutely did say that.
Oh,
Tell you what.
my notebook did put that down. It says bad picks, Nick.
Yeah, bad pick, Nick.
Yeah, why isn't that a name? Why isn't that?
Because I have finished first. I've either finished first or second every single
It
year. with no
doesn't rhyme?
points.
If you ain't first, you're last.
Bad
So-
pick,
First
Nick.
last year.
Why Tony? I don't know.
I did.
The
Yeah,
only
but
loss
by
I
one
see on that
game.
schedule is November 24th.
And Brian won the year
Texas
before
Tech.
that.
They're not gonna lose to Texas Tech.
Do you know how?
Listen, I said
scary
it.
that last game of
Win,
the year is
loss,
Texas?
win, loss, win,
Kansas
loss,
from 2
win,
years ago,
win,
like a word.
win, loss, loss.
So Tony has them losing to Baylor.
They're not
Well,
gonna lose something.
he has them losing
I mean,
to
because
Baylor,
you said Baylor's
Alabama,
going
and
8-0
Oklahoma.
at home.
You have
I
them
did
losing
not say
every.
they were.
What?
I didn't say they're gonna go 8-0.
You said they have 8 home games. That was 8 wins.
No,
Nate's guaranteeing 8 wins at
I
home.
did not
for
say that. Oh, 8 wins?
Yeah.
8 wins for sure.
7.5.
All right, go to
is their
Baylor's
6 point
schedule.
total.
I want to see the 8 wins.
I can give them to you right now.
No,
Go
Brian,
ahead.
they're right there.
Just click Baylor.
Just click.
Baylor.
Oh, Baylor.
There you go. Now you're learning.
Loss,
Who
loss,
is Lulu?
win,
What is that?
loss,
Liu?
Long
win,
Island.
They're playing
loss,
a drink.
win,
They
win,
that was
win,
someone quit on them, so they had to do that.
Someone
Oh,
quit
well,
on
how
him?
convenient.
win, loss,
Who was the
loss,
Can you say the name?
win, loss, win,
You're
loss,
supposed to go like win,
loss.
loss, win,
loss.
loss.
They're not going
Win.
8-0 at home. They're
Loss.
going to lose at Utah week 2.
I don't have that.
They might lose to Texas State.
I only have them potentially losing 2 games at home. It's Utah and Texas. That's the 50-50 games. Other than
You
that,
forgot
they're
about Texas Tech. They're at home as well.
Demolished them.
There's
on the
no
road last
way.
Baylor demolished them last year.
Yeah, but it's different.
What
Oh,
about
is
West
it?
Virginia sneaking in
I'm
there?
just glad we don't look at Nebraska's.
Oh, 45-17. Demolish.
He's right.
Yeah.
Well, they did lose their defensive coordinator, so that'll
They
hurt.
upgraded defense coordinator.
Oh, you don't even know that.
He was the safeties coach on their Big 12 conference win. Yeah. Baylor, then Oregon, then Baylor again.
Who was in the D coordinator last year, was he?
At Oregon. Yeah. He
Oh,
was at Baylor.
Oh, he wasn't even calling the plays.
No, he was just title.
Okay, Dave Aranda will help him out calling the plays, guys.
Well, then who's going to manage the team? My God.
I love it. I love it.
He's right.
Win 50. Win 50. Win. K-State 50. TCU win. West Virginia win.
Let's go to the Nebraska schedule. I'm going 50-50 all
They
our
are
games.
not going.
52 games.
4.
Three games at 50-50. Utah, Texas, K-State.
I'm sorry, but TCU
Then
Baylor
you think you're
is
going to
50-50.
go like on a 50-50, you think you can go undefeated. You have a 50% chance of
I
going
like their
undefeated.
schedule. Their schedule's pretty good.
Their schedule's not bad.
So,
Eight
Honestly.
home
in,
games.
in
But
all
K-State's
honesty,
tough.
in all honesty, like literally, I watched a couple different preseason top 25s, and even the one we watched on Saturday, people rank them. Baylor.
I don't know. Blake Shapen just didn't.
I've been
Wow,
watching
me.
their games again this year, dude. He got like the last 3 games, he was terrible. But like the whole season, he was decent.
So he
Baylor
finished,
lost by like
finished the
1
season
and,
strong.
Like look at the losses.
Double overtime.
31-3 to Kansas State.
That's the only bad loss of the
Oh.
season.
3 points.
No, BYU's bad loss, weren't they? They were very good.
To
Both
start the
teams-
season, they were healthy though.
Both teams weren't very good that game. Like there was like 3 missed PATs.
West Virginia is
They
a
lost to
terrible
Oklahoma State.
team.
Shapen got hurt that West Virginia game.
A 1-point loss.
He still had
Still
326
326
yards.
Yeah,
They
go to
should've
the
actually
stats.
won.
He lit them up in the first half.
They should have beat TCU.
They should have beat TCU.
Should have beat TCU.
Yeah.
They were up in the 4th quarter in all these games except for K-State.
They got
How about the-
smacked by Air Force.
Yeah, I was just gonna say how was that
Yeah,
game?
they gave up on the team gave up. Team
Oh,
gave up.
but it's the
That's
same
prob-
coaching staff this year. I don't know if that's good.
No, it's not. They fired the defense coordinator after that game.
Still the head coach.
So,
Take it from someone who's had a team that loses close games, and you never recover from it.
oh,
That wasn't close.
So you got to remember, bowl games count now.
What do you mean?
Well, we're saying he got whooped in a bowl game. When did we start caring about bowl games? Nobody plays in those games.
Bowl games.
What do you
count.
mean? Bowl games have always counted.
Okay, Caleb Williams.
Okay.
That's what he said. He's like, it didn't mean anything to us. I sure the hell meant a lot to Tulane. I mean,
look at their all their losses. They were up in the 4th quarter of all these games. They weren't a bad team.
they were up on the 4th quarter.
Yes, they were. Go back to it.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
They were
Are you talking about the Texans?
they were up at halftime.
By 2.
I mean, I know I'm right. You can just
Keep
scroll
going,
down
scroll
right
in the
there.
Fourth quarter.
So
They were actually up in the 4th quarter.
told you,
Oh, and
mother
more.
effer.
They were up until 8 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, and then they gave Bijan the ball 22 times in a row. We couldn't stop him to end the game.
Best player in
Sounds
the
like
country.
Oregon State and Oregon.
Best player in the country.
Who's pick number 7?
That doesn't mean that you weren't the best player in the country.
Oh, it's my turn.
Well, no, we were talking about Bijan, not the picks, Tony.
Oh.
Yeah, what?
Oh, it's my turn.
I
Welcome
just
back to
wanted
the
to
show.
go back on. Yeah, so since we're going to go at number 7, I too have Oregon. What the hell is that? That's not a mascot or a logo. That's the mascot. It's not the
That's
logo.
so blurry.
Do you think Brian's in that mascot costume?
If I could, I would totally follow me.
You probably can somewhere.
I've tried. You can get them like custom made and stuff, but it's like sketchy.
I feel like Brian like cut himself out of this picture. It's so blurry.
It should have just been a picture of you with an Oregon shirt.
Tony, anything to add on Oregon? How does their fourth team running back look?
I don't know.
That's the only one we have.
Just to put it in perspective, their third string running back, their quarterback rushed for 500 yards last year.
How about their
still up for
6
Tony.
wide
You-
receivers?
My key to success for them is the offense and defensive line. Because their offensive line, they picked up what was his name, a Johnny Cornelius or something like that.
That's actually his name.
But they lost 3-4 guys off the offensive line. 3 starters off the offensive line. They added him, but they got to keep Bo Nix healthy. Because if Bo Nix stays healthy, I think he's going to be in New York. And then defensive line, I don't remember what they lost off of that. I'm sure Brian said.
I think they
but
actually added people on defense.
they added a ton of people. But, yeah. I don't know. There's going to be a lot of offense in the Pac-12 this year. So,
Is the Pac-12 the new Big 12? I think so.
yeah.
Yeah, just because they're combining.
What,
good
one team
offenses,
went
bad
there?
defenses.
If anything, they're becoming the Big Ten because 2 teams went to the Big Ten.
Alright,
Just saying.
number 6. That's me, right?
It is you.
It is you.
Penn State.
So many people have talked about him. You don't even have to say
All of
anything.
us but one.
You don't even have to say anything. anymore.
Key loss. Sean Clifford, Penn State all-time leading passer.
'Cause he was
Both-
there for 20 years.
Their 2 leading rushers are back, 1,800 yards, 22 touchdowns. I think they do get over the hump this year. I think they beat, well, let me rephrase that. They don't get over the hump probably, but they beat one of the 2, Ohio State or Michigan.
I think the best bet's Michigan.
And it's going to be,
Yeah, because
whenever they get rid of divisions, will be great for Penn State. Then they finally are stuck, playing third place all the time in that one division. While Illinois is probably gonna make the Big Ten West this year. That's my hot take for.
That's crazy. I saw.
Well, their win total 6.5. Illinois
I know.
plus
should
110.
Oh, Tony wrote a note.
I think Illinois could win the Big Ten
You
West.
should go to their schedule when we're done.
Illinois.
I had Penn State though. I like Penn State. I like James Franklin. They just
They'll do it
can't
now.
get over that. They've been consistently good. I will take the 9.5 as well over.
I also like it.
So I got Penn State number 6.
Nick's hot take.
Next hot.
That notebook's gonna be lost by next week, so it won't matter.
Yeah.
Hey, I've kept it this long.
Brian.
My number 6 is LSU Tigers. So I know some people. Some people. Whoops.
That's Penn State. That's Oregon. Oh,
Some people had them higher. Some people. Obviously. Some people had them high. Daniels had a great season last year. 3,800 total yards, 29 touchdowns. I really felt like he started coming on, especially late. The only issue I see is they definitely need to find more production at running back. He was their leading rusher last year as well, with 885 yards and 11 touchdowns. So hopefully, adding a couple other people. I think they added like Logan Diggs from Notre Dame, I believe. Will give them a little bit better running backs this year. Harold Perkins Jr. On defense, he's just a stud. He had, I don't know, just a phenomenal freshman year with 72 tackles, 7.5 sacks, and 13 tackles for loss. LSU just produces NFL talent, so I think they got a lot of good things going for them. I do think they're going to win the SEC West as well.
nice. Number 6 for me, Alabama Crimson Tide. I think the QB position drags the whole team down, unless the defense can carry them. Until the quarterback position gets figured out. I don't think Tommy Reese was that good of a hire at Alabama, honestly. But Nick Saban is still the coach, so I'll keep him at number 6. Alabama.
You know, it's crazy, Isaac. I had them anywhere from like 10 to like 3 when I was working on my rankings.
I just don't think they're going to be that good this year.
Florida State.
Who do you think wins the QB battle?
Probably
Buckner, yeah.
Just because
He wasn't even good at
No.
Notre Dame.
I think there's a reason why they have Tommy Reese. They brought him in because Tommy Reese. They work together.
Well, he didn't do great with him at Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think they make a quarterback switch either way halfway through
Yes.
the season?
I can see them doing a 2-quarterback thing, maybe running.
like
was
what they did with Tua and Jalen. I
Yeah.
guess. I feel like Jalen Milrow would be like Jalen Hurts.
And they could use Milrow in some running plays, and he's fast.
Absolutely electric. Just
Yeah.
can't throw.
All right. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut
Nick,
that off.
or-
You're
I'm
fine.
sorry, Tony.
6, I also have LSU.
Oh, that's not
Uh,
LSU.
I have LSU. What'd you do? I did not have Ohio State.
That's
6.
the Ohio State book.
Oh, that's me. Ohio State.
Oh.
Nate, go ahead.
Okay.
I
Well,
have
we'll get back to
Ohio
mine.
State at number 6. Offense 7, defense 7 people. They play at Notre Dame, at Wisconsin, at Michigan. Penn State at home. Which Penn State will probably win. No, just kidding.
Who's your top 5?
Top 5's coming next week, buddy.
You said the same thing when you last week.
Yeah,
Who's
'cause
in
they-
your top 10?
I know.
It's not a crazy top 10.
Now, I think Day needs to beat Michigan this year.
I'm trying to think of who could be in the top 5.
They play Penn State and at Wisconsin back-to-back weeks.
That's tough.
It is
On
tough.
the road or no? One home.
Penn State's
One.
at home, and then they go to at Wisconsin.
So it goes Penn State, then Wisconsin?
Mm-hmm.
No bye week in between?
Nope.
That Wisconsin game could be tough.
Yeah, so I have
That's the deal like that. It's like,
Ohio's. Why? Because it's Big Ten. Yeah.
What has Ohio State done to Wisconsin in the last 5 years?
what have they done?
Killed them.
Have they?
I don't know. Brian's supposed to pull it up.
I literally got 2 seconds to do it.
Well, the stat should be up already, Brian.
Jeez.
Come on, stat man.
Yeah, you guys can pull them up yourself.
I'm glad I get to sit in the middle and just go back and forth with all this.
Tony's glad it's not him.
Yeah. Well, I get to endure it all season, so.
52 to 21 last year. Holy moly.
They're both the exact same teams as last year, too.
So last 5 games, you have it. Oh, yeah, are you gonna win Wikipedia? I think that's what I want.
2017 and
Okay, Ohio State is on 9-game winning streak. That's pretty good.
So their last 5 games, you have a 7-point game, a 6-point game, a blowout.
1-point game, a 13-point game, and a 31-point game.
Most of those are Big Ten championships. Yeah.
Or at Columbus. None of them. The last one at Madison was a 7-point overtime game.
Yeah, in 2016.
That was when Nebraska was good.
And then the last one before that was a 7-point game in Madison. The last one before that was a 31-18 Wisconsin win.
I guess it could be possible. Luke Fickle knows Ohio State.
And they don't play very well in Madison, it looks like.
And I'm just saying, who knows how that Penn State game turns out? Like, they could be riding high, or they could be like defeated. You know.
And there's a trap game.
Their offense is completely different from that 2016 team.
Could be.
Tony,
Push the button. See if you got this right. All right, LSU.
Oh, someone's already talked about them.
Someone's already talked about them. Yeah, all I got is really to add on to it. Nothing, actually. The first game against Florida State will be a good one. Game of the year. Put that down. And then otherwise,
What makes it game of the year? Like, so we can write it down.
what makes it game of the year?
Yeah,
Because it's
like
the only good game.
It's a good Sunday game.
is it the game of the year on Sunday, or is it the
The
game
best
of the year?
game of college football on a Sunday.
It's going to be a top 10 matchup.
Okay. Yeah, it's,
team matchup
last year.
Well, I'm just saying game
It's
of the
gonna be a
year.
top 10
There's
matchup.
not gonna be any other top 10 matchups.
on a Sunday.
on a Sunday.
I mean,
yeah.
anytime there's a top 10 matchup, it's a good game, right?
Usually.
No, I'm just saying what makes it. What makes it game of the year
on a Sunday?
Because it'll be the best game of the year
Okay.
at that point.
Up until he's
Yeah,
not wrong.
so 4 days in.
Yeah.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
Well, then you'd have to say game of the year at that point, not
No,
game
I
of
don't
the
have
year.
to.
No, you can take it how
Still
you want
not
to.
trying. It's not lying either way I say it.
Well, it is after that week. Then it's not game of the year.
But yeah.
Well, until that point, then it's game of the year. I mean, last year's game was a pretty dang good game.
So game of the year right now.
Was that last year?
That'd be two, so it'd be what Notre Dame and who they play in Ireland.
Navy
Game of the year.
could be.
As of right now, it is.
Yeah.
That's the best game in Ireland of the year, no doubt. That's what we're saying, right?
You guys say
So I would tell
college
Notre Dame, watch out for that.
College
pesky
American
Ireland
football.
Stadium. Coming from experience.
Yeah.
Should have went to it.
Yeah.
I'm already done. Didn't I start that?
No,
Yeah. And then he was supposed to end it, but I ended it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I'll run it through. Everybody's 10 through 6. So Brian's 10 through 6. 10 Washington, 9 Tennessee, 8 Oregon, 7 Penn State, 6 LSU. Isaac's 10 Penn State, 9 Washington, 8 Florida State, 7 Texas, 6 Alabama. Tony's 10 Washington, 9 Florida State, 8 Penn State, 7 Oregon, 6 LSU. Nate's 10 Texas, 9 Notre Dame, 8 Clemson, 7 Oregon, 6 Ohio State. And then Nick's 10 Utah, 9 LSU, 8 Texas, 7 Clemson, 6 Penn State. That's what we got.
Good list.
Oh, I know who you got in your top 5, man.
It should be that hard to figure out.
The process of elimination.
There you go. Well, it could be tricky. Nate, they
That's
have
true.
Georgia.
Nothing's for sure. I should say.
Are any of them crazy picks?
He did leave Georgia out.
Are
one
any
year.
of them crazy picks?
I mean,
Yeah,
he's
you
got
couldn't believe who's in his top 10. None of his
Georgia,
top 5.
Georgia, Michigan, Alabama,
Penn State.
USC, Penn State.
Those don't seem crazy to me. So it's top
I
10.
think Penn State top 5 is pretty crazy.
Didn't you have like a number 7?
No, I had him at number 10.
Yeah.
I have Penn State at number.
I have him at 9.
I mean, they're getting a lot of hype, but
8.
their quarterback hasn't
Tony
started
at
a
Penn
game.
State 8.
We've had him anywhere. We've had him at 6, 7, 7, 10.
I did not have him at 7. I had him at 8.
Or so, sorry. Yeah, you're right. 10, 8, 7, 6.
I still think they're the third best team in their conference or their division. Conference too.
Well, they are. That's why they're.
Yeah.
Other two are.
We shall see.
Right ahead of them.
Well, not for everyone.
Not for everyone.
True. But Nate also thinks Penn State's going to beat Ohio
Ohio
State.
State, that's
so.
true.
I didn't say they could. I didn't say they were gonna be.
He said technically they're going to split one of the two.
I think they're gonna. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Wait, what did I
Oh,
say?
No,
yeah.
you said they would beat Ohio State.
Yeah, I thought that's what you said
I
too.
said they probably will be Ohio State. I was just kidding.
Oh.
I said I was just kidding.
I know. Let's wrap it up though.
Oh, Illinois
Alright.
schedule?
We can talk about this.
From the Big Ten West?
We're already pushing
okay.
8:30.
Alright.
Yeah.
Cut it off.
We also need to do futures. Next week we'll have futures.
All right. Yeah, we can throw futures in. Yeah, but we could have a lot to talk about next week.
True.
Well, next week we're gonna do top 5. We're gonna do our. Wait, I don't know. Are we doing? Yeah, we have to do. Both to do conference champions, our playoff predictions, all next week.
Whew.
Next week, we're going to have to get it going.
That
You
won't
know
be
my
very,
playoff predictions.
that won't be
This is
very
what
hard.
we-
Yeah,
this is-
my top 4.
This is
Oh,
what,
that's not how I
this is
do
what
it.
people are gonna finish this year.
That's not how I do
my
it.
top 25.
Oh.
That's not how I do it.
That's how I do it. That's why I've been trying to tell people that.
But Texas is gonna finish.
And Isaac's just like, ah! I'm like, this is where they're gonna finish, man. This is preseason.
And then next week,
So then you do have Penn State beating Ohio State.
Yes.
They
Yes,
could,
that-
they
you
could
said
beat.
that's how they're going to finish.
Hey, they could beat Michigan and still finish behind Ohio State.
but then
Michigan's
that would assume that.
Michigan's not in my top 25.
Who is in the top 5?
Boise State.
I know who it is.
Who?
Nebraska.
Cal.
Matt Rule.
Rule season, baby.
Let's wrap it up.
All right. That's going to do it. Thank you all so much for those who listen, stop by, and watch. We appreciate you. We know it's a long podcast, but welcome to our long podcast.
So we'll get them from Lincoln to Omaha, back to Omaha.
Yeah. But yeah, so next week we wrap up our top 25, and as we said before, we're gonna do our conference champions and so on, and then we won't be the picks yet, will we?
Yeah.
No. What?
26th.
August 26th is picks. So
August 26th.
that week of August 26th.
That week.
So,
23rd.
whatever. So thank you again.
Second.
Peace.